All right. Everything should be up and working. I say there was an update and it's like, oh hey, this doesn't work now. Like, oh, all I gotta do is change it from default to Blue Yeti microphone, but it's annoying as hell because it does it every single time. But since it does it every single time, it's like, okay. Oh wait, I forgot to do this. Oh wait, I forgot to do that. I gotta change this back. I gotta change that back. Like, come on, OBS. You really can't just leave it to Blue Yeti. You really gotta set it to default every single time you update. All right. Oh, guys. Thanks. I ain't smacking shit, Blue Ripoff. God, how have you been doing in Elden Ring? After that 9-hour stream, I figured I should give it a break. Do something else. God. Those sewers are insane. Like, I've already been this way like twice. Why am I coming back here again? Like, I took a left instead of a right this time. Guys ended up at the exact same spot. Good idea, Dust Buddy. Plasma is always needed. So is that money, so I can pay my bills. All I need is $800 so I can buy myself a mini bike. Got them all, Blue Ripper. Awesome. Kept waiting on DSP to show up. Be around 2:08. He starts the music at roughly 1:46, 1:47, usually. Then he plays until about 2:08. For some reason, he doesn't count the music as part of the pre-stream. Why? I'm not sure. But I guess because he's not talking, it doesn't count. Ace Man, how's it going? Yep, Nerd Guy, no night stream today because he's got to sit down and drink and watch WWE Wrestlemania. I mean, work on his taxes. Mind you, he worked on his taxes 2 days ago. So he had to skip the night stream 2 days ago. Like, really, DSP? Really takes you 2 night streams worth of work to get your taxes put together. Mind you, he pays Grassley CPA to do his taxes. We know that because of the bank leaks. The bank leaks showed he pays the company Grassley CPA to do his taxes. Lightning, how's it going? How's everybody doing today? Last day of my vacation. Sad face. But he's doing a pork roast and hosting a Final Four. So after this, I'll be heading over there. Watch some Final Four basketball. Hello, when he cries, they charge me thousands of dollars to do my taxes. No, they don't. They charge you hundreds of dollars to do your taxes. You've seen the bank leaks, DSP. We know they only charge you hundreds, not thousands. And my friend, he has a small business. He's a small business owner, whatever you want to call it. He loves his accountant. He says without needing a CPA, he just has an accountant. He loves that man. He probably loves that man more than his own family. Like, well, my family's never saved me tens of thousands of dollars every year. Like he points out though, all the gas he pays for his work truck, that's business expense. When they got to do a meeting at whatever place down in Columbus, and he drives his own personal car, all the gas he puts in his own personal car is now a business expense because he's driving it to the meeting. And whatever he spends on food and drinks while at the meeting is an expense because it's for the meeting. You were on vacation? Oh, nice. In Orlando? Ooh, it's beautiful down there, I'm sure, right now. Yeah, it says the last Nazi in space. Can you imagine being so racist you get banned from an entire website? Like, that is his legacy, being banned from an entire website because he's so racist. And he's trying to figure out, all right, well, let's see, I spent this much money on WWE Champion. How can I convince my CPA guy that it was part of my business? I just tell him I play video games for a living, guys. Squidward, how's it going? And you know, like, he's writing that shit off on his taxes. It's like he did for his $5,000 a month business expenses for his bankruptcy. Like, he doesn't spend that much. He maybe spends, if he gets 10 brand new games, he maybe spends $800 on business expenses a month. How the hell do you get $5,000? Then you see the bank leaks, and you see just how much money he spends on WWE champions. It's like, oh, okay. We're all waiting for it, nerd guy. The day he gets audited is the day he curls up on the ball and cries. I would say he'd neck himself, but I don't think there's any rope strong enough to hold his that fat ass up. Well, Luis, now that you captured all the Riddler trophies, you gotta capture all the Pokemon? Alright. Come on, we're as heavy as the rain. Or how about we get some thugs on the floor? What do you do with thugs on the floor? You shoot them in the face because they're on the floor. Terrible. Right, DSP, this better be a good pre-stream because I stopped watching MHA and playing Diablo 2 because of it. I have 327% magic find and I still can't find the shit that I want on Diablo 2. What would be great is if the person that made all the music for him copyright striked him. Now, that would be hilarious. Guys, I can't use my music anymore because the guy demanded money for all the work he did. Told him, no, I'm not gonna pay you. It's my music. Like, I don't know who made it, bitch. Copyright strike. Now the asshole wants me to pay him for all the work he did. There is no chill when it comes to Elden Ring. Only rage and salt. And it tastes delicious. Yeah, Elden Ring is such a good game. But there's an issue. If you try to do everything in one go, you become very OP like I am. Like, I am way over leveled for where I'm at in the game because I'm trying to do everything. Damn, I paid $60 for this game. I want to get the full experience. Yeah, but now you've killed everything. When you kill everything, it makes you overpowered because you're killing everything and doing all the quest lines. I've done the Thea, I've done the Ronnie, I've done the Volcano Manor. I'm sure there's some that I've missed, unfortunately, even though I'm trying to do everything. Yeah, I am way over leveled for parts. Which is annoying, but it's like, I'm trying to do everything. Because while I do plan on doing a magic build run, once I beat the game for the first time, I'll probably head back over to Fallout 4. Once I beat that, then I can head back over to Elden Ring and do a magic run. Mr. Lark! I say, my last stream, like, oh, find a Dung Eater. I thought he was in Stormvale Castle. Turns out he wasn't, but I found new areas and places and bosses I hadn't fought before in Stormvale Castle. I was way overpowered for it. Then eventually, like, fuck it, I'm just gonna use a guide. Look up a guide, and the guide's like, oh, he's actually underneath the capital. You gotta find this well to get down to the sewers to find him. I get down there and I still can't find him. Like, how bad is it that even with a guide, I still can't find this asshole? Mitch! So I'm still loving the joke that Breath of the Wild 2 got delayed because the creators of the game are too busy playing Elden Ring. Yeah, we have like another 8 minutes of this bullshit music. Holy shit, it takes forever. There's more proof though that he hates video games. If he loved video games as much as he claims, he would start the stream right away. But no, he's got to drag it out for fucking ever. God of War got delayed. The developers are too busy playing Elden Ring 2, huh? Nice. This is gonna be the go-to excuse. Any game that gets delayed this year is because the developers are too busy playing Elden Ring. Nice, Mitch. I still want to get around playing it, and now that I have my PC hooked up to my TV with a PS5 controller, I can just do the PC version, because I was waiting to get a PS5 before I did it, but at this point I'll probably never get a PS5 until, you know, PSX gets announced. Yep, all to avoid playing the game. He hates video games. Like, how can you hate video games that much? Oh, because it's been your entire life. Because, oh, you do what you love, you never work a day in your life. No, you do what you love, you'll never be able to escape work. Because you turn what you love into work. Like, how do I escape work? Oh, by doing the thing I love. Wait a minute. The thing I love to do is what I do for work now. Fuck.
We gotta find a way into the maintenance room. Cool, fire. Oh shit, a sledgehammer. Sledgehammer. Oh yeah.
Sonic. You could have gone see the Sonic the Hedgehog movie while wearing a Sonic the Hedgehog hat. But as he points out, he doesn't have time to watch movies, guys. You gotta sit there and stream all day. No, it's not like he makes a schedule or anything.
I'm coming for you. Oh yeah. Zabadazoo. The soothing sounds of Barry White during the zombie apocalypse. Is that a mole man? Mole man. Oh my god, monster. Did you see that? Wow. Mole man. Oh god, it's radioactive.
God, is this music getting worse? Hey Miles, how's it going?
Mole man.
Of course, music's getting worse.
Ew, the ground is fuming. It's radioactive. I gotta go around that. Oh shit, more mole rats. Hold on. Time for my Wampin stick. Oh my god. Wow. Oh my god, monsters. Mole man. Ew, the ground is fuming here. Must be mole man, monsters. What is this mother? Wow. Oh my god, radioactive. Is that a mole man? Mole. Did you see that? Wow. Monsters. Mole man. What is this mother?
That 1 million runes stuck in the ground in Elden Ring? How the heck did you do that? That's not good.
Alright, this is my very first match of the official release of...
Oh, that's cool. Mitch, is any good?
2016, you know, have to make that clear. The shotgun is ridiculous.
Surprised we haven't seen Christian do a...
It's a new gun, too.
What'd you call it?
Noobs with shotguns.
What's it called? When you refuse to eat.
Drop the beat. Noobs with shotguns. What the
You're gonna do a protest. Let me see Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I refuse to eat. Alright. Go ahead. Starve like we care.
What a surprise. Noobs with shotguns. Boing. Fucking shotgun that, motherfucker. Double kill. I love it. Don't call it a comeback.
Hunger Strike. Ah.
Kill.
I know what it was.
Combat test.
Yes, wait for Christian to do a hunger strike so they allow him to see the new Sonic the Hedgehog movie. You loaded the game and fell through the world. That's not... Oh shit, that's a hell of a bug.
Again, a shotgun. What a surprise. Noobs with shotguns. Boing. Fucking shotgun that, motherfucker. 7 kills, baby. Boing. That's awesome. That was so sick. That's awesome. That was so sick. Super shotty. Take that shit. 7 kills, baby. Boing. That's awesome. That was so sick. That's awesome. That was so sick. Super shotty. Take that shit. Exploded. He exploded too. Exploded. He exploded too.
And I heard that Jim Carrey's talking about maybe retiring after this movie. Like, aww. Oh, can you imagine going out on top? Going out on being Eggman?
Noobs with shotguns. Again, a shotgun. What a surprise. Noobs with shotguns. Boing. Fucking shotgun that, motherfucker. Noobs with shotguns.
DSP and Christian separated at birth. Now that's a twist.
Oh shit! Oh my god, that was amazing!
Who let the souls out? Who let the souls out? Who let the souls out?
Why does this song never gets copyright claimed?
Swimming with the souls. Oh yeah. Swimming with the souls. Like a little tadpole. Oh yeah. Swimming with the souls. Swimming upstream with the bass. Swimming with the souls. Like a little tadpole. Oh yeah. Like a little tadpole. Like a little tadpole. Oh yeah.
Like a little pig pole. Well, I'm sure Sonic 2 will do well enough that they get approval for Sonic 3, but I have to wait and see what they actually do if they do it, though. I heard they're finally going to do a Scooby-Doo live-action 3 with the original actors. Like, yes, Matthew Lillard is back! That's what I was saying. I thought it was the April Fool's thing, but I'm hearing from others that no, it's real. Like, please let that be real. were the best. They were so incredibly stupid, but they were great. How are you gonna get Scooby-Doo on the airplane? Oh, just like an old woman. That won't fool anyone. Who's the old broad?
Not you. This guy over here. This guy. Oh, fuck you. Not you. This guy. Not you. Oh, fuck you. Not you. This guy. Not you. This guy over here.
Seven Dead Girl, how's it going? With Space Cat emote.
Third then. Fuck you, you dumb shit.
At DSP 209, and the song gets started with the begging. Platforming in a Souls game? No, never.
Sword. Those bitches got honed with your fucking sword. Oh shit, here they come, fuck those motherfuckers. Chop them with the big shit sword. Chop them with the big, chop them with the big shit, chop them with the big shit sword. My sword has titties. I have the best sword ever. Two tick bitties. Two tick bitties. I have the best sword ever. Two tick bitties. Two big shit tick bitties. Two big shit tick bitties for you.
There we go, now I was gonna end it. And start the begging. Here we go. And the words of my intro. Here we go. What is he doing? DSP, how are you always this unprepared for your streams? There you go.
All right. Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing today? And welcome to the pre-stream podcast for Saturday, the 2nd of April, 2022. I'm Darkside Phil. Welcome to the stream. My one and only stream for today. Admittedly, hectic stuff going on around here. Was rushing her to do a bunch of stuff before I actually got the stream up and running this morning. As a result of all the stuff that I'm doing, as you know, I can only do one stream today. I could only do one stream a couple days ago. Because I'm currently, I get gas. Woo! Jeez, excuse me. It's
Way to
disgusting.
pound on your chest to force the
Got
burp out.
stuff I'm working on for my taxes, and it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of effort.
Same here,
It takes
Seymour
a lot of
Green.
stress, quite frankly. This morning I was doing a bunch of stuff. Behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes,
Later
drinking.
tonight, I cannot do a late night stream because I have to
Just
sit
getting
down
drunk.
and put them together, submit them to my tax guy, and hope for the best. Even though I don't even know if I'm going to finish it tonight. So, only one stream today, everyone. Today it's going to be the pre-stream podcast right now, and it's going to be Elden Ring afterward. There will be no second stream today, but we will get back to usual tomorrow with a double stream day. Now, depending on how much I get done tonight, we may actually have a double stream day on Monday, which I would love. I would absolutely love to play Skyrim on Monday night, but I'm not promising that. I don't want to overpromise.
I mean, to be
and
too busy getting
overdeliver.
drunk watching
I'm not that
Monday
kind
Night
of guy.
Raw.
So I want to be sure that I'm giving myself enough time to get everything done, and therefore that's why I'm not promising that I will be here on Monday night. If everything goes well tonight, and I go through all of my stuff, and I get it all done, then Monday night I'll be here. Malcolm says I need an accountant. I mean, yeah, it would be nice. It would be nice to have an accountant.
You do, aggressive
If you have any
CPA,
idea what it
jackass.
costs, you wouldn't say that, because I already have a tax person who takes a lot of money to file taxes, and it's not, by the way, it's not just him. Anyone who has like a tax attorney or a tax office that does their taxes for a small business like mine.
I'm not going to be watching
Expensive, okay?
Final
It's
Four
worth
basketball
it.
at a friend's
They make
house.
sure everything's done correctly. They get you absolutely every opportunity of a write-off.
Snort.
But there's not much that you can do about it. You got to pay to get it done. And
God
you just
damn, he's
imagine-
rocking hard.
on top of the fact that I'm paying someone to do the tax filings and everything for me, if I was paying someone to take all the data and crunch it themselves, forget it. Seriously, forget it. And on top of that, it's so complicated. Like, I'm not even kidding you. Like, just looking at, you know, this business as a whole, the data about income, data about expenses and everything, like, you kind of need to know what it all is to understand it. Like, to a lay person, someone who has nothing to do with online streaming, nothing to do with online content creation, or anything to do with the kind of business this is, can you imagine trying to explain to them?
Snort.
Okay, so I receive ad revenue for my on-demand videos and streams, and that comes in this form over here, and it's calculated like this. Oh, by the way, I also have a different revenue stream, and that comes in from memberships. That comes in from super chats and super stickers. Well, what's a super chat or super sticker? Now I got to explain that. And what's a membership? Now I got to explain that. All right, and here's the income that comes in from that source, and it looks different, and it comes in over here. Oh, by the way, I also have revenue from other various sources. I have a Patreon.
God damn,
and that's this kind of revenue.
What the fuck is with the blinking?
Over here, and it looks
average
like
person
this.
blinks like what, 2-3 times a minute? And he's just blink.
Excuse me.
Pound his chest, force a burp
every
out.
day people come to my streams and contribute by tipping me, which helps out a ton. And
Blink,
that is
blink.
this kind of income, and that comes in
Blink.
over here, and it looks like
Blink.
this. And every
Blink,
single
blink,
day,
blink.
I have money coming in from these.
We just
sources,
hit 10
and
blinks
it's
in
all
like
be
5 seconds.
calculated in
DSP,
certain
why are
way.
you blinking so
And that's
much?
just the income side of it. You know what I mean? Like,
Let me
now
Google
imagine
that real
trying
quick.
to
I'm pretty
explain
sure
to
that's-
someone how this works.
I can post a link to it as well.
Let me tell you, it wouldn't be cheap, because here's the thing. And this is the truth about when it comes to income, when it comes to accounting, when it comes to finance in general. If it's simple, if it's easy, it's usually cheap. Which is why most
Alright, has
people
been
who
reported
just
that
have a
normal
9 to 5
spontaneous
job
blink rate is
sit
between
down
12 and
say,
15.
Oh, I'm going to get TurboTax, or I'm going to get, what's the other one? QuickBooks. There's a QuickBooks one. There's like 2 or 3 different online programs you can
Is
use.
blinking
And you
over
literally say,
50
"Here's my
times
income
a
document, or
minute.
W-2 as it's called. Type in the numbers, and put in your name and address. Done. Took 10 minutes. You're done, right?
Snort.
So now, the more complex it gets on top of that, basically the more expensive it gets. You know, well, I have income from a ton of sources. I have all these different kinds of expenses for the business. There's different thresholds and criterias of what is able to be written off, what's not able to be written
like,
off.
oh, it's not.
You know, I paid this
If you're
amount of
blinking that
taxes,
much.
and this month, this amount of taxes.
Oh, blink
this
counter
month,
would be
was it
infinite,
enough?
'cause-
Was it not enough? Is there
There's
fees?
blink,
Is there
blink,
something
blink,
involved? Is there not?
blink,
Did I overpay?
Blink.
It's like,
That's long as nope. There's blink.
it's
Blink,
insanely
blink.
complicated, to say the least.
Blink,
I'm pouring
blink,
through
Blink.
spreadsheets
blink,
of data,
Blink.
picking out
Like, it's-
income
you
transactions.
can't keep up with
and
how
the
much
like.
he fucking
And like
blinks.
I told
Holy
you guys,
shit.
in previous years, it was actually even easier than it is this
Yeah, I
year.
could be dipping into the
This year's
cat's
even
supply of
harder
Adderall.
because I have to go through different kinds of documents to get my data. Normally, it would all be there at a glance, but because I had identity theft and other things.
You did not have identity
that happened
theft.
Last year, there are certain things that just don't exist anymore. That used to be an easy way to get this data. It's just not fun. All right, so I'm not
And
going to
crushing
go
the
into
gems.
details
All
about
right, that's
this.
gonna
It's
get
just super
pinned.
annoying. And it is what it is.
Probably crushing the gems
Takes a
and
lot of
WWE
time.
champions
I
and
already
starting them.
spent
Terrible.
$200 on it the other night. I got to spend all of tonight on it, and
Squirts.
I don't know if that's going to be
They're
enough. I
sweet.
just basically kind of started going through the data.
Snort.
And it's very annoying. It is very, very annoying. Das Boche says, did tax codes change a few years ago? Honestly, Das Boche, I have no idea. That's what I pay my tax attorney for, to figure that shit out. I know that at one point, what happened was
They
less things
realized.
can be written off on your taxes if you own a small business, but at the same time, they increased what they called like the default amount you can claim anyway. So it was like this thing is less, but this thing is more. And at some point, it kind of like, adjusts or evens out. I have absolutely no idea if the tax code changing helped me or hurt me. I just give all the data. Numbers are crunched. I get told what I owe. That's how it works. And then I pay. Okay?
Snort.
So there
But you
go.
don't pay. You get on stream. Guys, it's
Anyway,
thousands of dollars.
Obviously,
Please,
that's neither
tip me
here nor there. That's
now.
why I'm not going to go into detail about it. There's actually people, if you can believe this, Phil, why don't you stream you doing your taxes? And I'm like, what? I just want you to think about this for a second. Stream doing taxes. If you want to talk about the most absolutely ridiculous suggestion, the most stupid, over-the-top, lame-brain, dumb suggestion that could ever be made.
Yep, same guy,
Doing
ex-gamer.
someone's taxes. Why don't you stream yourself dealing with all of the personal data and financials behind your business, right? Totally couldn't be hurtful in any way to you.
Because then you had to reveal that,
no.
let's see, guys, I made $128,000 last year
super entertaining
with my
to most
deductions.
people, right? I mean, what the holy shit are you talking about?
Because you don't want to reveal that
crazy,
you've
man.
made $128,000 last year.
That's why I'm not here tonight on the late stream. I would love to be here. I can't be. And I hope that things go well tonight and I can get through all the data. And then basically I could be here Monday night to stream, but there's absolutely no guarantee.
Look to the heavens for help.
All right. And, you know, I'm not going to lie. There's anxiety going on. You know, whenever this time of year comes.
Anxiety.
I face the inevitable fact that I didn't pay enough taxes every year, no matter what. Yeah, it's kind of a looming dread over my head. And some years...
Because you don't pay taxes, jackass.
I'm
refuse
worried
to.
For various different reasons, which I won't disclose here, because, again, this is personal data here. But...
You'll
yeah,
talk about
me
it, but you
nervous
won't
about
disclose
stuff.
it. Right.
And what I like is that when I come on these streams now, I can kind of, like, unwind and not have to think about that. Then tonight, I got to fucking think about it all night, right? Like, ah, shit.
Better drink a little bit more then.
So it is what it is. You know, but just so you guys know, that's why, and it sucks. I don't like having to talk about it. I don't like having to do it, obviously, but it's just a reality of life is when you get to a certain point.
Piece of Piece keeps pretty close track of all of his information, so it'll be a good one to go to. Take a sip of gin.
So, that being said, let's have a good time on the one stream that I actually get to do here live with all of you.
Oh, you guys need to tip me $300.
So let's talk about that. Today, we're going to do a chilled pre-stream podcast. I don't have much to talk about on today's pre-stream podcast. We will recap a few things that happened yesterday. I will have an update on a few things. But for the most part, there's not a lot to talk about in particular on today's pre-stream podcast. So likely, I will just do some Q&A and stuff with you guys. All right? So it should be a fun pre-stream regardless. Usually,
or you start the fucking game.
Topics discussed and different things.
You're really gonna drag out the pre-stream by doing Q&A
we're gonna do Elden
instead
Ring.
of playing
now,
the goddamn game.
There's many different schools of thought on what I should do next in Elden Ring. One is that I should just skip all the stuff that's left. Skip Mount Gelmer. Skip Volcano Manor. Go right to the capital and start.
I hate this idiot. Come on,
right,
man. Do you want to play the fucking...
school of thought is, well, I should go to Volcano Manor and I should get as far as I possibly can in Volcano Manor, but don't do the final boss. Because once you beat the final boss, you lock yourself out of an NPC quest line. All right? And I should basically go to the final boss, stop, even though I won't know it's the final boss, people would have to tell me, I guess. Stop playing, all right? Head over to the NPCs, initiate the quest line, start this quest line, do the quest line, and the quest line takes you all the way into the capital. All right? So then go in the capital, do the capital, then when the quest line completes, go back and finish Volcano Manor. Okay?
But he's not using
that's
guides.
The thought right now on what to do today.
He's not using guides,
I
but
have no idea which is a better option.
all this bullshit.
Either one is basically needs kind of buy-in from you guys to help me out, so I know what I'm doing is the right thing. I know that sounds silly, but that's how convoluted the game is. You don't ever know if you're doing something that's leading you to progress or if you're shutting yourself out of something else. I'll give you an example. Two of the best parts of the game for me were the two forgotten cities. What were they? Noxstra or Nostro and Noxtella. They were really fun optional underground dungeons. I really enjoyed doing them.
It's also Final Four basketball, so I'll be at a friend's house watching some basketball.
Super bosses.
He's doing a pork
and
roast.
Or really good loot. And I was like, wow, I'm really happy that I did those because they paid off. It was actually rewarding to do those. You know what I'm saying? But that being said, I wouldn't have done those if you guys didn't help me out. Like, if you didn't explain, okay, so you have to do these optional...
I hate this idiot.
On.
Come on, man. Do you want to play the fucking game?
Go down there into an optional dungeon. When you're there, find an optional hidden item, give that to Ronnie, that unlocks the second half of the optional dungeon. Now do the second half of the optional dungeon, and that leads to this and this. And that, you know, I never would have known any of that. I would have never figured any of that shit out, you know? I'm appreciative of you guys, for letting me do that and telling me all about it. But that's what I mean. Like, it really meant that you guys needed to help me because that's how this game is. You guys know, unlike a lot of other people who are playing Elden Ring, I'm going to play it once. And then I'm not playing it again right away. If I ever do play it again, great. But there's absolutely no way I'm playing a game that's this lengthy twice in a freaking row, right? A lot of people out there who are content creators have literally played their first run.
You're not wrong,
a week and a half. Their second run, they would beat it in another week. And they're on their third or fourth run with all these special criteria. So if they missed anything, notable in their first 1 or 2 runs, they're still playing. They go back and do it. But I am a variety streamer. And I am someone who is going to aspire to not just be playing one thing forever. And quite frankly, once I beat Elden Ring this one time, I don't really want to play it again for a while, if I do play it again. Not to say that I'm against that. I would definitely like to play it maybe a completely different build, like a magic build or something like that. But I absolutely want to get maximum enjoyment and maximum meaningful content out of the game in my first run. And that means doing all these optional side areas. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, those hidden cities I never would have known existed if it weren't for these NPC quest lines that you guys helped me out with. So I hope that you will continue to help me. I'm now being told, skip the Volcano Manor quest line. The rewards aren't worth it. It's an armor set that I'm never even going to use. Oh, excuse me.
Right to the microphone. Thank you, DSP.
So I don't know, man. I don't know. Again, should I just go right to the city today? Should I say, let's just do all of Volcano Manor? Fuck it. Do a legacy, because it's supposed to be a legacy dungeon. Some people, it's really weird, because some people seem to be of the impression that Volcano Manor really sucks. Like, I saw more than a couple people say that. Wow, I hate Volcano Manor. It really sucks. It's annoying. And then other people were like, no, actually,
he's been doing faith and strength. I've been doing pure decks with a little bit of strength.
Legacy Dungeon is one of the best in the game, and I absolutely need to do it, or else I'm missing out on a giant portion of content of the game. And in fact, here we go again. The Volcano Manor questline is great, while someone else literally had just said, Ellipsian had just said, don't do it, all you do is get armor, it's not worth it. You see?
I'm trying to do everything in one run.
Fun, but don't postpone the manor for NPC quest
unfortunately makes me overleveled in a lot of areas.
I don't know what to... It seems like, again, I'm in one of these situations.
Yeah, the snake boss is piss easy when you have the serpent blade. Like, as soon as, I think it was King B told me, hey, put on the serpent blade.
Right?
Bam, it was over.
It seems like that. Like, if I start Volcano Manor and I don't finish it, people will complain, why'd you stop it in the middle? If I don't do Volcano Manor and I do the NPC quest line, people will say, well, why did you wait to do Volcano Manor? Now when you go to do it, you're going to be monstrously overleveled. It's not going to be challenging or fun anymore. So, I don't know.
How about you play the game instead of using guides?
Swaggin says, Volcano Manor takes you to an area past the capital, so you need to get past the capital. What? What? So what does that mean? Oh. And why does the game do this, right? Why
to
is
make
the
you
game
explore
so convoluted
and find more
when it comes to getting to the meaningful content that you need to have
all of it is meaningful, you jackass,
and guidance to figure this shit out. Like, here we are in 2022. From Software's been making these games since, what, 2009 and Demon's Souls. They haven't figured this out yet, that someone who buys the game wants the content and doesn't want to fuck about to try to figure out how to do it. Oh, I just want to keep going in circles trying to find fucking NPCs. I gotta listen to 12 different people tell me 12 different ways to do it because no one seems to be set on it. Like, why? Why can't you just make it fucking straightforward?
Here's I already played that twice today,
do
Ace
it if
Man.
You want, or don't. Not, oh, it's hidden shit. Oh, look, I was sitting on the fucking coin that opens the secret vault to a giant dungeon. And all along, it was stuck on my right ass cheek for about 14 hours of gameplay. I didn't see it there. Oh, here we go. You know? Daz Boja says what he means is you can't complete the Volcano Manor until you can get to the midpoint of a different snow and take it on. Keep in mind, I have the shortcut into the capital city, but I'm thinking, why not do it the way that the original people or most people will do it by going right through the main gate and taking it on that way? I think that might make more sense rather than going in from behind, you know?
Well, how about you stop, I don't know, using guides and just play the goddamn game?
Even then, I don't know what to do. Look, now just think about that. Okay, we'll do the capital city. All right, how do I do it? Do I go in from the back end that I got
Cheese
from
balls,
the
how's it going?
side dungeon, or do I actually go in from the front gate? Like, or Do I spin in place 3 times, hop on 1 foot, give myself an atomic wedgie, and blow my nose into a watermelon, and then a door opens, and that's the best way to do the capital city, right? Dawes Boja says, capital city time, you'll get that smithing stone bell I was looking for southwest of the outer city. Oh my god.
That'd be great, Philip Leak.
Darziak says, the main gate to the capital city will provide some boss fights.
So he's gonna run away from
Only
that.
Ice Imminent says, do both the front entrance first, then do the side entrance. Slayer says, I think you should enter from the front entrance, that way you're exploring everything. Okay. Alright, I guess we'll do that. Fuck it. We'll do that. We'll go to Altus Plateau, and we'll just ride straight in. By the way, I didn't miss anything on Mount Gelmer, right? I pretty much did everything over there. People did say there wasn't one dungeon I missed. I guess they were saying it was under the bridge. There's a dungeon, but I don't know if it's worth doing. Keep in mind, there's 2 optional dungeons I've opened. They're both one of those heroes' graves or whatever they're called, and I didn't do those yet either. So at any point, I can do those, if I feel like it. But
Well, he would just say that it's stupid attractor
if you guys
content,
feel
dude.
like
It
I should
doesn't
do Capital
matter.
City, I'll just do Capital City first, if I feel like it. But
Well, he would just say that it's stupid. I feel like the whole stream went down, then came right back up, and then the volume was on. That was weird. Sorry about the chair squeak.
by the way, I'm in no rush. I don't know if we're gonna finish this game. You know, I'm certainly not in any rush. But the fact that I'm going to be balancing Elden Ring with other stuff from now on, you know, right now I'm 12 hours into Ghostwire Tokyo. I don't know how far into the game I actually am, you know, but 12 hours in. I think I'm in chapter 4 of the game. I don't know how many chapters it has. After Ghostwire, I'm definitely going to do something else. What will it be? I don't know. There's so many options at this point. There's Lego Star Wars. There's WWE 2K22, right? Or I could go back to Dying Light 2. You know, there's many options of things to do to balance with this. So, you know. There's an area I missed, the alternate way to get to the plateau without medallions as we're doing. No, wrong, Swaggins. I did that. You're talking about the mine. The mine you go through at the end, it's the magma worm. That's the real magma worm boss, not the easy one. That's how I got the magma worm sword. That's the sword I was using for the longest time. Unless you're saying there's a third way to get to the plateau, because I already did that. Okay. But anyway, the point I'm making here is, you see the way this game is designed and the insane amount of content and length, like...
Almost like people want to play the fucking game and enjoy it, unlike you.
Till mid-May, because I'm now balancing it with other stuff. Yeah. The Volcano Manor has a special weapon to fight it. Even if you're over-leveled, you can go back later and fight it with regular weapons, and it's difficult.
Is that what the guy told you, DSP?
I think today we're going to do the Capitol. I think that makes sense. Let's just fucking do it. Let's get it over. Let's kill all these assholes at the Capitol, right? Let's fucking slaughter their asses with jump attacks.
You'll be lucky to make it to
There's
mission
no
1.
bones about it.
At a time, you
We're
can't even
gonna
get the
be
game box
jumping and
open.
slamming. All day long, there will be jumping slams, and these people will be paying for either... Actually, I take it back, because if I'm using the spear, it'll be the jumping pokes. But if I change it up, either over to the golden halberd or that flame sword, it'll be jumping slams. Then every once in a while, I'll use a special attack for a flourish, and I'll miss and lose all my health. That's what we're doing today. Okay. I agree, Emer. This is what looks like April's a dead month for games. It is. April is pretty dead. I think in the entire month, you've got Lego Star Wars, and MLB 22 comes out on Tuesday. Not a big deal. And I think there's maybe 1 or 2 other games of the month, and they're not big releases. They're just, it's a really, really dead month for games. After 2 non-stop crazy release months, there's finally a relatively dead month for games. So, in that regard...
So, focus on playing Elden Ring instead of dragging it out forever.
Yeah. In that regard, it's interesting to see that there's other stuff that I'm... Thank God there's stuff I have to do, right? Like, I got Elden Ring, and we got all these other games to catch up on. So it's not like there's nothing going on. There's plenty going on in the month of April. Okay. Anyway. So, today, Elden Ring on the main gameplay stream. It sounds like we're taking on the capital city. I'm glad I just had that little discussion with everybody. That being said, this is my only stream. So I would appreciate it, guys, if you like my content if you like Elden Ring, but in general, if you just like, me and you want to support the stuff, please support this stream. Essentially, this stream is supposed to make up for a whole day. You know what I'm saying?
So you better tip him $300. Right me out, guys.
And I would appreciate it if you guys support the stream today to hopefully make up for that. And thank you to anyone who contributes in any way today.
You'll never play with viewers, though. You can't do members-only goals, guys.
Those are things that I can spend towards...
Hey, Kirk, how's it going? John Doe.
But in general, any support is much appreciated because I'm only doing one stream today. Okay? All right.
It's going to be Debunk Stream Part 2, if he does it.
No late stream tonight because of tax stuff.
But
tomorrow,
we're not at 400 memberships, so...
It's going to be more Ghostwire Tokyo
hopefully people don't sub to that.
And that's going to be balanced with more
That'd be
Kirby
hilarious.
and the Forgotten Land on the
Guys, I thought that's what you wanted.
Playthrough's really good at this point. I've beaten the first 4 worlds.
Not wrong, fangirl.
Coliseum. So now we're heading into, I guess, what essentially is the second half of the game, because what I don't understand, there's 3 more major worlds.
Just watching silently
afterward.
The shadows.
You can do. So I'm definitely interested in that to see, what it entails. But man, it's good. The game is so good so far. If you have not checked out the Kirby playthrough and you like either like action platformers or you just like in general Kirby or first-party Nintendo games, everyone's saying this is one of the best games that's come out in years, and I have to agree. It's really, really good. So please give it a look. The playthrough's live here on DSP.
Really, really good. So you guys give me more money.
At least give it a look. I think you're gonna like it. Okay.
Take a sip,
Then on
sleazy asshole.
Monday,
I tell you people to hit the like button.
And Monday night is up in the air. I would absolutely, positively love to play a late night stream of Skyrim Anniversary Edition with you guys on Monday night. But I cannot guarantee that.
You're not playing with anyone. It's just you alone playing the game.
Done. Great. Then we could probably stream Monday night, but then there's another monkey wrench too. What if I submit all the information? I send it to my tax guy.
Yes, I'm hoping he doesn't hit the goal.
Says, well, I need all this
I hope he
stuff.
never
Which
breaks
happens
400.
sometimes. He's like, I got all this, but now
I don't care what he offers. If he
now I
never
need
breaks
this.
400, that'd be hilarious.
And in that regard, I don't know what's going to happen. So I'm not promising Monday night. I would like to be here, but I'm not promising it. Okay. Then I'm off from streaming on Tuesday.
So you're taking off multiple night streams.
It's going to
so you can still take off Tuesday.
My wife, to spend together.
Well, you said before that your wife stays home playing Skyrim while you do all the shopping alone.
I don't really have time, nor do I have the means to really do anything special for myself. So instead, just gonna have a date with my wife.
You're just gonna drink gin and do DoorDash.
I think we have a few things we have to do. Of all things, I think I have to go to the garbage dump this week. Oh, how exciting, right? My birthday celebration. Go throw trash out at the dump. But that's adult life, man.
And if he does scare Mr. Lark, I don't think YouTube would do anything.
April 6th, okay?
He's already said that he's watched the video before. So he's not reacting to a new video. He's already watched it.
Bash,
so I'd be like, all right, I'm going to skip this part. This part's boring, guys. No, it's a part that makes you look bad.
As you can see behind me, the wall is very excited about that. What are we doing? A variety of games. What games? I still don't know. I really need to decide by, tomorrow at some point. All right? Really, I need to decide by, tomorrow what to do. And I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, well, the options are do Game Pass games, which is basically a variety of games from Microsoft Game Pass, such as Serious Sam 4, One Piece Pirate Warriors 4, I Am Fish, and maybe, one more. I'd probably pick, 4 games off of Game Pass and play each one for about an hour to an hour and a half, okay? Or play each of the 4 major games that I'm currently playing right now, like Elden Ring, Skyrim Anniversary Edition, Ghostwire Tokyo, and Kirby and the Forgotten Land for about an hour to an hour and a half each. And therefore, I'll make progress in the games. And again, there's positives and negatives to both. The positives of playing the Game Pass games is that I'm doing a variety of stuff. It's not the same stuff I've been doing recently, and it actually allows me to play a little bit more in each of the games that I've really been liking from Game Pass. The bad news is it takes away from the games that I've been playing and further backlogs me into those playthroughs, okay? If I do play the 4 games that I've already been playing, the good news is I make solid progress in all of the games that I've been playing.
You spend more time in menus and bitching at people to give you more money.
What I would have to do is kind of
only one stream today, guys. My marathon stream.
So I can announce, okay, we're going to do this one first, then this one, so people know what's going on the stream, and come to support those particular games. However, the bad thing about that would be, well, then the birthday celebration is essentially just me playing the games I've been playing all along, albeit in a more marathon setting with some special events wedged in. but it would still kind of just be the stuff I've been doing all along, right? So, I don't know yet. I just don't. What I want to do yet.
Your birthday's on Wednesday, but you don't know what you're doing yet. Typical
you know,
DSP.
Lamar just said something. He said increased viewership for Ghostwire Tokyo and Kirby. You know, interestingly enough, that's a good point. If I'm doing a marathon on my birthday, and there's special events wedged in there, including Feasting with the King, which we're going to talk about in just a moment.
Terrible, Debo.
Or me having a piece of my birthday cake for the first piece that I'm trying. There's probably going to be increased viewership on those games. Normally when I'm playing those games, I'm not even kidding, I get about 200 viewers per game. But if it's the marathon event, we may get some more people. Okay? So, yeah, I'm interested. Maybe I should do that. You know, I'm thinking about it. I don't know. I got to think about what I want to do. By all means, please give me your feedback.
Or
One
until
more
you know
day,
it's
give me your
stupid and
feedback
ban
before I
you.
make a determination for myself on what I want to do on my birthday. Okay? I just noticed that my fan is not oscillating. I must have hit the oscillate button and turned it off completely by accident.
While you were drunk last night, good to know.
I'm going to go press the oscillate button. Give me a second. I like it when it feels like there's a breeze coming in here. It's a lot more refreshing. Hold on. Okay. Alrighty then.
What a sad sight. Poor balloons and whatever the hell that's supposed to be.
Okay. All right, so I'll let you know. I'm going to think about it. And please give me your feedback over today, and I will make a determination tomorrow as to what we're actually doing on my birthday marathon on Wednesday. It'd be great if you guys can make it by, even if you're not interested in the games I'm doing or whatever, just because of the cool special events like Feasting with the King and stuff. It's still going to be a really cool marathon event. I'm excited to celebrate my birthday with you guys.
Special event, me eating on stream. Something I've done every single fucking month.
And then there's Feasting with the King. So let's talk about that. Yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, I set up a poll.
And barbecue
All
kicked
right,
ass.
on said poll that is currently on the main page of this channel, DSP Gaming, on the community tab, you guys are currently voting. And the voting is for the 3 types of cuisine that are eligible for this episode of Feasting with the King. For those who don't know, Feasting with the King is a special show that I do. We
Where
order
you eat
food together
on stream.
early on during a marathon to be delivered during the course of the day. And when the food gets delivered, I basically eat the whole meal with you guys, and I rate the food and let you know my thoughts. Usually it's a cuisine that I'm not used to eating. It's something that's not, I would not eat it all the time. It's something that's out of the ordinary for me to eat.
I want
And so
barbecue
it's
to
kinda
win
like a
because A, it's
special
going to be
meal,
messy, and
usually
B,
I try to order
gout,
things that
gout,
maybe
gout,
I'm
gout
not
from all
used to
that red
having or
meat.
I've never had before, so it's a first time tasting of said foods. So the 3 types of cuisine available are as follows: Thai food, Vietnamese food, and barbecue. All right? Currently, Thai food has 14% of the vote. Vietnamese food has 22% of the vote. And barbecue currently has 64% of the vote.
Good.
So I think we know, out of the 3, at least initially, which one my viewership is more interested in. By the way, 817 votes within 24 hours. Okay? Posting polls up on the community tab of DSP Gaming usually nets anywhere from 1,000 to 2,000 votes within a few days. So that poll will continue to run at least for the length of today and into tomorrow. However, since there seems to be such an insane lopsided result, okay, likely what I will do, if this remains for tomorrow, okay, we're going to do a second poll. All right? Now, this poll will be very interesting. Okay? The second poll will be as follows. What kind of barbecue? Because under barbecue, there's subcategories, and I looked into it. Essentially, around here, there's 3 types of barbecue available, but sadly, one of them is not really good for delivery. Allow me to explain. There's American barbecue, which is down-home, comfort food style, slow cooker meats. For example,
And delicious.
roasted barbecue chicken, ribs of various types, barbecue pulled pork, beef brisket, You know, that kind of stuff. And there's more than that, too. There's much more than that available. Like, there's tips and stuff you can do. All kinds of stuff, right? So I'm thinking, wow, that's all barbecue that's available. And that's American style. Okay, now, by the way, American style also has all these crazy sides. You know, beans, mac and cheese, corn, green beans, all kinds of stuff available that you can get with barbecue. All right? So that's one style. Another style would be Korean barbecue, which is very popular in this area. The problem is, looking into it, Korean barbecue is traditionally food that you go to the restaurant and you eat with your family or friends and you cook it right there live. Like, you pick your meats and things and it gets cooked together and then you eat it fresh. Or you buy the ingredients kind of raw and uncooked and then you cook it at home. Obviously, I'm not doing that in my office. That's not going to happen. All right? So I looked into it, and even though, yes, you can get Korean barbecue to go, it's not the same menu as the stuff that you would cook fresh. Essentially, it's not
Pop Avocado showing his son how it's done. You know it.
I don't see the reason to
exactly, fangirl.
Get that.
It's gonna be messy.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I
don't think that would make sense.
And the gout
So
from all the red meat. I can't wait.
The other kind of barbecue that's available around here that's kind of interesting, Hawaiian barbecue. Now, why is that available in Washington State? Because Washington State is one of the westernmost states in the United States. We are one of the states closest to Hawaii, which is an island out in the Pacific Ocean.
No, you don't say.
This actually is the hub where people coming from Hawaii go to and leave. Like, they always fly through here in order to get in and out of the United States. So there's actually a hub of Hawaiian people who live here in Washington State and have various restaurants. Okay? So that being said, I could get Hawaiian barbecue. Now you might say, well, what's Hawaiian barbecue? They have various different kinds of things. They do different meats that they barbecue in a different style than Americans do. If you can believe it, listen to this, because you might not even know this or believe this, but it's absolutely positively true. One of the key ingredients in Hawaiian barbecue is Spam in a can.
Because it's cheap to transport over the ocean by boat.
That's true. And some people would say, well, why is that?
That's I'm pretty sure it's LAX
Spam in a can.
for
Isn't
the
that
hub.
just canned processed ham? Yes, it is. But the reason that it's a key part of Hawaiian cooking is because I guess it originated way back in World War II, where I guess they were essentially during the war, they were cooking with whatever was readily available to them. And Spam in a can was one of the easiest things to get and or one of the most ready ingredients. And so they actually made what they consider gourmet dishes out of Spam in a can. Now, I've never had
But
it.
if you don't like Spam,
I know nothing
what do you mean you
about
don't
what
like
it would
Spam?
taste like, or you know what I mean, or anything like that. So I have no idea if I would like it or if it would be anything good. If anything, that would be pretty interesting to try. Okay, and I know for a fact there's at least a couple restaurants around here that offer that as a traditional Hawaiian dish. You see, so
Spam is not a traditional Hawaiian dish.
I
That'd
guess
be an
we'll see,
American
like, what I will
dish.
do. Let's see how the results
Hawaii
are
used to be its
tomorrow.
own separate
And
country
if the
until
results
America
are
showed up. but-
barbecue still overwhelmingly in the lead, no chance that anything's going to possibly change or overtake it. Then likely we'll do a second poll, and that
If you haven't
poll will
voted
be
yet,
to
go over there and
confirm
vote
if
for
I did
barbecue.
American
It's gonna be
barbecue,
messy,
like traditional
gonna have
American
bones,
or
he's gonna
Hawaiian
bitch.
style barbecue.
It's gonna be hilarious.
Okay? So,
Stop burping into the microphone.
and then we'll go from there. We'll see. We'll do a second poll. You guys vote, and then based on the voting, that'll determine what we order on Wednesday morning for my birthday bash marathon. Okay? Fair enough. All right.
You
So,
could have diabetic neuropathy, not gout.
there you go.
But
Let's see what happens with the polling over the
That'd be
next
pretty
24
funny.
hours or so, and then we'll determine that tomorrow. Okay? Cool. And like I also said, my wife said she's gonna be making me a birthday cake, and so I'll be during the marathon as well, probably near the end, as like a night-ending celebration, dessert, the end of the delicious marathon course of gameplay and fun that we'll do during the course of my birthday. Okay? So that's gonna be Wednesday, and then later on in the week, it's just going to be standard gameplay. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's just going to be full stream days again. Elden Ring and Skyrim some days, and then Ghost
I'll
Recon
have to
and Kirby other
watch
days.
the
Maybe
Monty
I'll
Python
flip that.
spam skit
Maybe I'll do it so it's Elden
and
Ring
memorize
Kirby
it,
and
so I can make fun of
Ghostwire
him with
and
it.
Skyrim some days for variety purposes. Maybe mixing it up, shuffling it up makes sense. In addition, yes, old school Street Fighter will return this coming week. I know it's now kind of been weird for 2 weeks because 1 week it was on a Saturday night, which was weird. And then this week I didn't do it at all, right? So it will happen this coming week. It should be Friday night like usual.
Take a sip.
Shanks says, please respond to this. Since he asked for me to please respond, I will respond. Why can't you play a game that you want to play on your birthday? Why don't you play Zelda or Lost Odyssey? Because it doesn't make sense. To play Zelda on my birthday...
Doesn't make sense,
Link to
guys.
the Past is what I want to play. Play for an hour? It's a marathon, by the way. An hour and a half. I wouldn't even get long enough or far enough for it to make sense.
Well, then play it for the whole stream, jackass.
To say beat the game. For example, let's say I played it all day. What if I said I'm going to play Link to the Past all day long on my birthday? Right? And I play it for 6 hours. That's not enough to beat the game. When will I get back to it? So what's the point? Right? The whole point is there's games out there that I've wanted to play for a while. I want to play Chrono Trigger again. Absolutely, I want to play it again. I want to play Earthbound again. Okay? I do want to play Lost Odyssey at some point. I want to play Link to the Past again. So, playing to those games, great. But at the same time, what's the point of playing them for one day and not getting anywhere in them and then never having a chance to get back to them or not having them in the schedule, right? If I'm going to do those games, I want to actually put them into the schedule. So, for example, perhaps in the summertime, when things slow down dramatically around here, right?
And you need a new way to beg for money.
There's not a lot of releases. I've caught up on all the releases that I've wanted to play and I've been backlogged on for months and months. I finally have opportunity to say, okay, it's time to pick a new slew of games to play. Maybe then I would say, let's do a summer of retro nights, where each night I do a different retro style game and what we can alternate between like Zelda and Chrono Trigger back and forth for our night streams or something like that, right? It wouldn't be the main gameplay streams every day. But
I did a 9-hour stream of Elden Ring the other day. Not even as a marathon, just because I like Elden Ring.
But I definitely
I can't play a game for more than 4 hours, guys. I die.
Those playthroughs now when I'm in the midst of so many new games, right? That I've wanted to play and get through, and I'm just still playing them. It doesn't, and then I'm backlogged on new games, right? That it would not make sense to start those playthroughs right now. Okay, so that being said, that's the plans for the week. Okay, I hope that sounds good to everybody. Yes, I'm aware there's Lego Star Wars.
Oh, that's actually a great price.
MLB The Show coming out this Tuesday. No, I'm not playing them at this time. I'm continuing on with the current playthroughs I'm doing. Once some of these games start wrapping up, then I will look to add new games to the rotation. Lego Star Wars is definitely one of the considerations, but also WWE 2K22 is another consideration that a lot of people have wanted, so I got to kind of think about it and weigh and balance what people want and go from there. Okay? Turtle Dude says, I miss your Fall Guys chill streams. I want to see you play some.
Yeah, 3 messages in a row just had
maybe
to
it's a one-off special thing. I certainly don't see myself going crazy playing Fall Guys again. Like, that was a kind of a cultural anomaly 2 years ago, right? During the pandemic, there wasn't a lot going on. It was free on PS Plus. For a little while there.
Because he doesn't want to play games, honk world. Media, you should know that by now. He hates video games.
And no one ever talked about Fall Guys ever again.
Was that the one that got him in trouble with Panda Lee?
Way up here, and they didn't capitalize on it until it was too late. Their popularity was monstrously dwindling by the time that they tried to jump on capitalizing on it. So.
Talking about yourself again, huh, DSP?
All right. Anyway, guys, so that's the deal for the coming week. Okay. Now, quick reminder.
Give me money.
Right here, we do have a members goal in effect for the month of April. The members goal is that I will react to a long discussed video about me, a video that's been out for 5 years. It has over 6 million views. That basically goes through my early years as a content creator.
Yeah, it's way outdated. That's why you're gonna do it, because it's way outdated.
A lot of my downs, but also some of my best moments as well. And essentially,
like finishing for the Evo
talking point. Most people who know about me on the internet have seen this video at some point. Okay, it's called Down the Rabbit Hole.
It's actually the video that got me interested
in him. It came out over 5 years ago. People said to me, "I didn't know about him until this video came out," and I was like, "Nah, I'm just here to make content. I don't really care." But the fact that people have been basically telling me that there's really nothing interesting in regards to memberships, and I was like, well, I'm gonna do something then. You guys have asked me to do. for many years. I'm going to react to that video. I'm going to go through it.
I thought React videos were
detail,
garbage
talk about
content, though.
Each point in it.
React
let you know
videos are
my side of
garbage,
the story, and/or
guys.
There's more elaborate situation than's really being discussed at a cursory glance in the video, or give you completely behind-the-scenes information to fully explain.
He'll never go to. And he's never left the
For the very
country.
first time at this point.
He lives in
the
Seattle.
stuff in that
Minutes
video
away from Canada. He's never been to Canada.
is history. I really have reinvented myself, per se,
No, you
since
haven't.
the video was made, and I'm a much different kind of content creator, and in a lot of ways a much different person than the old me that's discussed in that video, and therefore it's actually, I feel, beneficial to go back down someone's history, down memory lane, and look back at the past and say, here's what I did wrong, here's what I've done right to improve that, etc., etc. You see, I feel like it's finally time. Okay? So, that being said, I think it would be something special to do. I even got a permission from the guy who made the video to do it. He's actually looking forward to me doing it. Okay? So
guys, give me 400
we have to
memberships
keep
and
members
we'll
goals.
do it.
400 members.
Oh, shit.
If that doesn't motivate people to become a member, I don't know what will, and I literally, I give up. I'm not even kidding. Like, at that point, if I'm doing something now so outside of my comfort zone, so outside of the realm of stuff that I would normally do. It's not just normal content.
Multiplayer with members, jackass, is what all your members are asking for.
Something so different. You guys have said, when will you do Phil Reacts? Well, I said, I don't want to do that. Well, here's a situation. It's a unique situation. You guys have asked for it for 5 years. I can definitely add something interesting and constructive.
I'm sure you'll love it, Luis,
and
unlike him.
A meaningful piece of content for me to do this.
Oh, he's going to
Okay.
skip shit that involves Panda because he's already watched it.
So if that doesn't motivate
He's already watched the video.
right? To become a member, outside of the other million things that you get for becoming a member, including highlighted name in stream chat and comments, getting access to all my emotes in the stream chat and the comments, and now having to abide by the slow mode rules, getting a chat crown badge to show how long.
Where the
you've
fuck do
supported
you
me,
need
giving
slow
me
mode?
priority
No one
access
talks
to
in your
special
chat.
events. When things are nominated and voted on, you'll get priority to do that. And also getting priority access for when we do Ask the King again, which at this point is on hiatus because I'm so busy with games. What's the point of Ask the King at this point, right? But when it does eventually come back, you'll
Because
get
part of your
priority
Patreon
questions
perks,
answered. Like,
which
all
means
those
people have
other
paid for that perk,
things-
but you're not giving them the perk, which is a scam.
Plus, this special event where I will react to the Down the Rabbit Hole video about me. All right? All of that, if we can hit the membership goal. So, if you don't, think that any of that is valid to become a member, at this point, I actually have no ideas of what on the hell I could do that would entice people to become a member. It's gotta be on
Multiplayer
YouTube's
with
shoulders.
members.
YouTube has to
It's what
find
your
a
members
way
have been
to
asking
make it
for
more profitable,
months.
or not profitable, but
And you keep
beneficial
teasing, but
to
you refuse to do.
to become a member. There you go. Slayer is absolutely correct. Slayer says we should try to make this
Terrible,
more
Lane. How you
possible
doing?
and see how it goes because this has potential to be a series. You're right. If this goes well,
You're not wrong, Ben. He's the only person I know
there's
outside
no
of Eagles
reason
that does a birthday
why
week.
in the future we couldn't do other similar things. Okay? There's absolutely no reason. But we have to see how the first one goes before you plan that far ahead, right? Okay. All right. So, all that being said, guys, I hope that sounds good. Please consider becoming a member today. All right. And with that, ladies and
Time
gentlemen,
for Q&A because he
Okay.
refused to play the game.
let us get to shout-outs, and then
Q&A.
let's get to Q&A.
Told you.
Alright, so let's start with shout-outs for today. We're starting on the YouTube side. We actually start off with OK, who did a super chat saying Elden Ring Marathon. Well, no. I'm absolutely, positively, under no circumstances playing Elden Ring all day on my birthday. I like Elden Ring. I enjoy playing Elden Ring when I do play it on streams. And yes, I would not mind having it as a part of my birthday celebration. There's absolutely no freaking way at all that I am going to be doing Elden Ring all day on my birthday. That's not a desirable thing to me. Okay.
And here I did a 9-hour stream of
Nefarious
Elden Ring just
Acts
because I
has
had the day
become a
off because I'm on
channel
vacation.
supporter. Thank you to
On
Nefarious
vacation.
Acts.
Fuck it, let's
take
sit
a
down
look.
and play Elden Ring for
I'm
9
actually
hours.
curious where we are. I did not check.
I
this
actually didn't
morning
plan it for 9 hours. I
to
was
see
going
where we were
to
for
play until I
channel
got
members, so let me
tired of
refresh
it.
this reading here.
I got stuck in the goddamn
And see what it
sewers.
says for total members.
So I gave
Let's see
up.
where we are and see if I need to update this or not. We are currently at 359 members. So there you go. Okay. Random New Yorker just became
Come on, man.
So
Do you want to play the fucking game?
I'm gonna say 360. That could be off by one, but I'm going to say it's at 360 right now because it seems like he just joined this moment. There you go. Thank you to Random New Yorker and thank you to Nefarious Acts for becoming channel members this morning. I appreciate your support. On the tip side of things, we start off today with a tip from Slayer. Thank you, Slayer, for the $1.50 tip. He's giving us a little update on his progress in Elden Ring. He says the following. I defeated the tree spirit under the castle. Congrats. It's much easier now with the golden halberd and jump attacks. Absolutely. In fact, I wonder if you even staggered it, because if you hit it like 4 or 5 times in a row uninterrupted, you can stagger it. I went to Liurnia. Good. I found the eastern map. Good. Should I do West Liurnia and find the map or east? Alright, without major spoilers, if I'm remembering correctly, both east and western Liurnia. Now, I'm not talking the lake, but the 2 edges of Liurnia, because there's the way Liurnia is set up, it's a long, lengthy map like this, kind of like, almost like a tree when you really think about it, okay? The center is a lake.
Or,
in that lake, there's a lot of enemies. There's stuff to do. There's the major
yeah, there's a
dungeon
lot
of,
of
the region
members coming in that. It's
lake.
gotta be OIC
Okay.
making side accounts.
You can't get into the dungeon right away. You do have to find a way to get in. If you explore the lake fully, you will find the way to get in. Okay? So just so you know. That's not a spoiler, it's just a little bit of guidance. Around the edges of said lake in Liurnia are elevated areas. Like giant, cliff sides and all kinds of stuff around the edges. There's tons of stuff there. Just off the top of my head, I know for a fact there's optional dungeons with rare items, some of which leading to quests. There's 1 or 2 minor Erd trees that have,
Gotta get those Erd trees, dude.
Flask of, your flask of magical physic or whatever the hell it's called. I believe there is a church, and in this church, it's called the Church of Vows. There's a unique NPC. This is the best NPC in the game for magic. You can actually give this NPC any of the magic documents that you pick up during the course of your playthrough, and this NPC will be able to teach you said magic. So it makes sense to get there as well. Geez, there's so much in that area. I'm trying to think. Just all around. And then to the far northwest, there's an optional dungeon. It doesn't have to be done, but it's definitely interesting and unique. And if you do it, you get a hell of a lot of sorcery stuff. It doesn't sound like you're using sorceries in your build. But definitely there's enemies and unique things there that are fun and interesting. And if you complete that optional dungeon, you can actually advance a side quest line in the game. So, honestly, it depends. Like, what do you want to do first? Do you actually want to make major advancement in the story and the plot and do a major legacy dungeon? If that's what you want to do, check out the center of the map, the lake part, and just go from south all the way up exploring and doing all that stuff, and you're going to find tons of content there, all right? If you're not so interested in, that major advancement, then do the edges. And actually, I would say either side is fine. I don't think either end is necessarily harder than the other, although that far northwestern optional dungeon definitely is meant to be done a little bit later. Like, you should do other stuff first and then maybe do that later. That's what I would say. So, okay. Hopefully that helps.
He's gonna be doing Q&A
The
until he
dude
gets
Samurai
bored and has to
has tipped
use
me
the bathroom.
$20.
Wow. Really?
It won't blow for more than like a quarter second, then it goes. Anyway, the dude Samurai.
For a $20
Thank you
tip.
for the $20 tip. Shit. My hand was not on the home row keys. Excuse me. The dude Samurai. Excuse me. I can't stop burping. Did a $20 tip. Thank you so much. He says the following. DSP, I'm a huge fan. I was inspired by you and many others to start streaming. I'm actually attempting my first ever 12-hour stream. I have you in the background of spiritual support. You the man. Well, the dude Samurai, if you are going to live stream for 12 hours, I will strongly recommend that you take breaks. I know for a fact there are some content creators that don't usually do that. But they don't
Terrible,
do it on a regular
Carmichael.
Basis.
Not a
It's
clown, he's not a
not
chosen
good
entertainer.
for you. The human body is not meant to sit around for 12 hours straight. I would say between every 1 to 2 hours, take at least a 10-minute stretch break to get up, stretch, walk around your house, move your body, get your blood flowing. Use the
Really? Every
restroom,
2 hours you gotta
hydrate
take a
yourself,
break, huh,
etc.
DSP?
I also strongly recommend you do have some snacks in there. Do not go the entire length of that session without eating anything. That would be very bad for you.
Tell me more, Dr.
So there
Phil.
you go. Okay, that's what I would suggest. Fair enough. Okay.
Mister have never done a marathon before in his
and
life.
good luck. I hope that your 12-hour stream goes well. Anso Kamaru has $15
Goddamn
fee.
piss
It
bottles.
says spam is considered a
Dictatorship, how you
delicacy in certain
doing?
cultures due to the war. During my years in South Korea, spam was given as a gift to families during special holidays and also presented in my it's also present in my dishes, one being a delicious meal called army stew. Listen, I am absolutely positively open to different kinds of cuisine. I understand that a lot of different things would sound weird as a part of a gourmet meal. At the same time, I don't necessarily think it's
You know,
always
about dictatorship.
about,
I've done, what, 2 16-hour marathons before? And I was going to do a third one with Elden Ring when it first came out. After about, what, 8, 9 hours, I started getting so loopy from being tired that I was stuck in an area. Couldn't figure out how to escape. Like, dude, just go to the map and fast travel.
That was pretty dumb.
Holy fuck,
Anyway,
I was stuck there for like an hour.
Yeah,
The way
I
of
know
escaping
that it's
because
not
I was so
necessarily just
fucking
about
tired.
the ingredients. It's all about the preparation, right? So, yeah, even though spam in a can sounds like a weird ingredient, what do you mean? Processed meat crammed into a can with tons of preservatives to make it last a long time? How could that possibly be any kind of a gourmet meal, right?
What'd you
Because
do with
it's all
it?
about the preparation.
Yeah,
man.
Dragon Dogma
You
and
have no idea. When you break down base
what was it,
components
Code
of
Vein,
cuisine,
I
it's
think?
all base stuff, right? You gotta think of different kinds of ingredients.
No, it was
cuisine.
Fire Emblem Three
Whether
Houses.
it's protein.
Fire Emblem Three Houses is
dairy,
how I discovered that if you go more than
grains,
12 hours,
you know,
YouTube
and
stops
different
recording your
seasonings
live
to add
stream.
flavor and stuff. It's all the same base
which I
components.
didn't
and
know.
break it all
Yeah, if you go
down.
more than
It's
12
just- it's
hours,
just the way
YouTube
it's
stops
presented
recording
to
your
you.
live stream.
Yeah, spam in a can is processed meat that has a bunch of preservatives in it. That doesn't mean that if you add various ways to cook it, you know, cooking, preparation, seasoning, it doesn't mean it's not going to taste good. You know what I mean? So, and by the way, that's interesting to me because I've almost never had spam. I think I've maybe had it once or twice when I was a kid. My mom made something with it quick or something. I really have not had it much. So it would be interesting to me to actually have it in what's considered a gourmet level dish and see how it tastes. So, interesting. And another, okay. Ask the question. And this is a question that I will answer. Okay? So here is their anonymous tipper question. Thank you for the anonymous tip, anonymous tipper. What is making me hesitant to become a member is that my YouTube name is my real name and has some videos with friends and family. You've indicated that it may not be wise to use that on your channel. Correct. In fact, I would argue that's not wise to have on the internet at all. Okay? Sadly, I hate to say it. At one point,
I can imagine
the
doing a
internet was
24-hour
place
marathon.
where it wasn't widespread enough.
Like, I can get hit
It wasn't
16 hours
mainstream
and be like, all right, guys,
and
I'm
it
going to
wasn't a
bed. But
situation where, like, anyone
24
was really
hours, holy
risked by
shit, I
putting
just
personal
cannot imagine
information
that.
on the internet. Those days are long gone. Like, I would say, like, the mid-2000s, everyone was opening a Facebook account. Facebook was the hot thing. Everyone, hey, here's my Facebook, share my Facebook. Oh, after work, I go out with my family and my kids to a restaurant, and we post up our favorite place to hang out. Oh, then I go out with my friends to a bar, and we geotag our photos, and we paste them all over the place. And by the way, here I am at my bank taking out a loan, and here I am on vacation doing this, and here I am doing that. And it's basically the worst thing you could possibly do. But when people started getting into it so heavily in the mid-2000s, no one actually realized the repercussions of putting all your information out on the internet and how it could actually be used against you in a harmful manner. Personally, I never, ever.
you don't have a Facebook because you have no friends to add to
half
it.
the shit that I said
Kind of hard to
on the
have a
internet
Facebook with
could
no
be
friends.
twisted in the ways that it has to hurt. Okay. And I'm not just talking about, oh, defamation. Someone makes a defamatory statement about Phil. I'm talking about, like, right straight up taking that information and trying to do harmful things with it, impersonating me. You know, I just told you guys I had identity theft last year.
No, you didn't. It was
I
not
never
identity theft.
fact-
You're an idiot. Hey,
that
Excalibur, how's it
happened to
going?
me. I'm a careful guy. By the way, it happened not because of me. It happened because of the carelessness of another company. You see? So you have no idea. Just having a little bit of information out there, how that could go a long way to hurt you. Okay? And all these people need is a little piece of information, a private piece of information about you, And that can snowball into something where they have access to this and that, where they figure this out and that out and this out and that out, and it goes all over the place. And next thing you know, they have a whole profile of data on you that can now be weaponized against you.
Weaponized, guys. Weaponized. Okay. All they did was
and by the
use
way,
information to get to your bank account. To show your
this person has
spending.
vendetta against me, and that's why they're doing
That's
it.
how we know you use Aggressive CPA. And they charge you hundreds, not thousands.
Their lives. Their life is meaningless. They get no pleasure. They have absolutely no purpose in life. So what do? Well, if I can make an impact on someone's life today, whether it's absolutely horrendously negative or not, I want to have that impact. So if I can find a way to fuck with someone and harass them online and get a rise out of someone, or I know that I caused someone personal misery, I at least had some kind of impact.
This is so fantastic. I love you, DSP.
Like my time
this is so entertaining.
Well spent. I'm not kidding you. There's people like this on this planet. They're
called you.
And there's lots of them on the internet sitting around waiting for an opportunity to jump on shit like this. Hell, there's a whole fucking website of them that lists shit about me on a daily basis.
Exactly, potato shit.
So that being said, yes, I absolutely, positively.
By the way, how come we haven't had any
not ever
what'd you call it?
Put that kind of
action fights, whatever, on Raid lately
at all.
We used to get them about once a week, and then we haven't had any for a couple weeks.
About it because you didn't think about that prior. All right.
Fights, whatever they're called on Raid.
Make a complete.
Because I've been saving up my gems and all that for that, and it's like, well, we haven't had one yet.
That has absolutely no ties to your real life persona, your real life information. Make something up out of the blue.
He's rocking hard back and forth.
Squishy blueberry 724. And literally, you don't like blueberries, you prefer them firm, and 724 has nothing to do with anything in your life. That's the best name you could possibly make for yourself. All right? And then, don't use an email.
Not your ex-gamer. He's a very good example of what not to be in life.
Everything up fresh.
He is a great role model of what not to do.
Make a whole new online persona for yourself. Because the last thing you want is for someone to get a bug up their ass.
That explains the bandatorship. Thank you.
Anywhere on the internet and then come after.
Yeah, we all know he loves kiwi farms.
That is the nightmare
so you can find out what the fuck he did wrong again.
So, that is my best recommendation for all of you. All right, and I understand that a lot of you can't do that or whatever. You gotta be careful. There's so many people out there who are just messed up and they want to hurt, no matter what.
All that just means you got more time to save up gems and stuff.
I don't want to. I hate hearing horror stories because I've heard horror stories over the years. I got doxxed. I got harassed. This happened. That happened. It's like. You don't deserve it. You did nothing to deserve it. You do deserve it, DSP. People just like
everything bad thing that comes to you, you deserve.
That's all it is. They go after people just to mess with them. And it doesn't matter what you say or do. It's not going to change the fact
these people went after Christian for no reason.
So,
oh, wait.
Kagome, no problem. You actually genuinely got me last night. So yesterday, for those who don't know,
Kagome told you they were going to Japan, but they're not.
And I didn't do any April Fool's pranks. Literally no one did, but Kagome said something so, like, arbitrary but kind of interesting in the chat that I believe he's like, oh, I want a trip to Japan. This is really cool. I was like, oh, that's awesome. How did you win it? April Fool's. I was like, he got me. Like, legit got me.
WrestleMania night 1 is tonight, so that's why he's taking tonight off.
The most simple thing fooled me.
And get drunk and watch WrestleMania.
That's sometimes how it works, right? There was tons of stupid, elaborate, dumb shit posted on Twitter that was all dumb pranks. I was like, how would you ever believe it? You have to be a fucking idiot to believe any of this dumb shit. Anyway, you did get me, Kagome. Darkside Chris has tipped me $10. Thank you very much, Darkside Chris. He says, there's a Hawaiian barbecue restaurant in Seattle. It's called the Kauai Family Restaurant. It serves traditional barbecue dishes that we have out here that are good, like lokomoko, chicken katsu, kalua pork, spam, musubi, and lots more, my friend. I'm happy to hear that, Darkside Chris. Sadly, I don't live in Seattle. I live in an outskirt of Seattle. It's about.
You live in Seattle, jackass. Get over it.
Ordered delivery from Seattle. They don't deliver this far, but it's good to know. I actually am aware that there are a couple Hawaiian restaurants in my area. At one point, a long time
you live in
ago,
Seattle, just get over it.
I actually really liked it. But I did not.
The basket mouthwash gag, ouch.
I did not do much from the restaurant. And what I mean by that is I did not actually order much from the restaurant. If I remember correctly, I think What did I get? I had gotten like I'm trying to think. I'm pretty sure I had gotten
You're
like
drunk to remember, huh?
some kind of fish. They had some kind of a fish.
What
thing,
do you call a fish from the wise?
and it was some kind of a white fish, but it was also like some kind of shrimp, like barbecue shrimp, and something else. I can't exactly remember what it was. My wife got the barbecue like beef, and I think barbecue short ribs, and I had like a quick bite of each, and I was like, "Whoa, this tastes really good." But that was a long time ago, and I didn't eat it all. I only had like a bite of each, but I didn't get any of the special specific stuff. Like I didn't get that spam or anything like that. So there's definitely unique cultural stuff that you can get there that I have never tried. Okay. But anyway, yeah. So sadly, I would not be able to, order from a place in Seattle. There's no way they're going to deliver this far. But there's other viable alternatives.
You live in Seattle, shut the fuck up.
Try. Okay.
I said, didn't the Seattle area cure your back,
Now on
dude?
the YouTube side of stuff, more
Now suddenly you don't live in
conversations coming.
Seattle.
Switch back over.
How does Seattle
We
cure your
got
back if you don't live in Seattle?
6, which is number 6, and then IX, so it's like 6-6, or just 6, or 6.
Let's see, I'm not very excited for WrestleMania this year, so I'm going to be watching Final Four with a friend
Became a
instead.
channel member. Thank you very much for that. And Swaggins re-upped his membership for 9 months in a row and says, I only have 50 characters, so I can't say any and then it cut off. So there you go. I'll check again. Let's see how we're doing on members. Maybe we actually went up another member. I don't know. Jade says last
It was
night,
butt naked,
WWE
terrible.
Hall of
But
Famers, the new WWE Hall of Famers, the Steiner brothers,
those
Charlotte,
that don't read.
who's Booker T's
Did you
wife,
hear
Chad,
about the deer that went
Gaspar,
skinny dipping?
Undertaker,
He was
and
buck
Vader.
naked. But
We're all inducted. He says, and he didn't miss the stream either. That's cool. That's awesome. Jade, if you want to watch WrestleMania this weekend and you can't be on
What's
my
a
stream,
cat's
absolutely
favorite color?
understand. You don't have to pressure. I know you like the content. I know you like my stuff, but WrestleMania weekend comes once a year. I know you really like pro wrestling. Feel free to watch, and if you can't be here every moment, that's cool, man. You can always get caught up later. We'll miss you, but it'll be cool to get to see you later. If you want to just watch wrestling, it's totally cool. We are at 361 memberships. 361. What the shit? That's Okay, there you go.
Too drunk to type on a keyboard. Good job.
Okay, today's your birthday. Happy birthday, Lord Shiogara. Hope you have a good day. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so ladies and gents, I think we finished with the shout-outs for now. Does anyone have any other thing they would like to talk about?
It's
Any
still got half an hour to go
questions?
before he starts his gameplay,
Discuss
guys.
Before we jump into Elden Ring for today. Any questions or concerns, comments, criticisms?
Ring of Honor,
constructive
Impact, like,
criticisms,
this is the
constructive
week. If you're a
criticisms,
wrestling fan,
have
this is the
plenty
weekend
of
for you.
those.
There's so much to
Of
do.
Constructive. Happy Saturday to you, Guts. Good to see you here today. Welcome back, right? Because you haven't been here for a couple days.
Excuse me.
Straight Basement Productions says, if the reaction video does well, would you be comfortable doing reactions of This Is How You Don't Play? Well, allow me to answer that in an intelligent manner. The This Is How You Don't Play videos originally started off as videos where it was just people making fun of my gameplay. And basically
Because your
saying,
gameplay's
I suck at
bad.
games. I'm totally.
How do
on board
I
for
use
that,
rations,
right?
guys?
I sit there for an hour and riff on me and say I suck at games. Big deal. I'll probably laugh along with you because I did suck at games, right? I don't care about that. The problem is that over a time period of several years, those videos evolved from Phil sucks at games to Phil is a bad person who does dishonest and
Because you're a
things
bad
that are
person who does
bad.
dishonest
And
things.
not only will we delve into the gameplay aspect of what he's doing, but now these videos become an open season opportunity to literally defame Phil. And what I mean by that is, it wasn't, oh, Phil sucks at this game. It then became, let's look at the comments of the video. And if you take a look, at the comments, it would be personal insults about myself, my family members, stuff that literally has absolutely nothing to do with the content of the video. You understand what I'm saying? I don't mind. This is how you don't play video that's like, oh, Phil sucks at said game and let's watch his fails and make fun of him and laugh at his misfortunes. Big fucking deal. If I cared about
But you do care.
people making fun of me sucking at a game, I wouldn't have released the video to show that I sucked at it. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one who put that content out there to begin with, so I don't really care if people laugh at me and say I suck at a particular game. It's not a big issue. For me, it's essentially, oh, here comes a bunch of really nasty, disgusting personal insults, personal information being
They
revealed
insulted me,
or doxed.
guys.
That has nothing to do with the content of the gameplay whatsoever.
Guess it's
or
gleaming his eye when anything
drama
monetary
shit
pops
that's
up in chat.
nothing
You
to do
know
with
it.
That's not even
Elaine.
true, right? How many videos were made over the years
Hang out
that
that you're a piece of shit.
literally just
So many of
were
them.
conspiracy theory shit? You know what I'm saying?
I do love my
And it's
conspiracy
really
theories, though.
sad because when you start to look at the origin of This Is How You Don't Play, that's not what it was, nor was that ever its intention. Look at the original video that razzed me that had Slow Beef and that other guy. I think it was called Red Super Rye or whatever. The purpose of that video was not to sit there and say Phil is the worst person on planet Earth and let's destroy him in his life and his livelihood. The purpose of the video was to razz me for bad gameplay. It wasn't that big of a deal.
Yes,
the
it
problem
is.
was that when people
Exactly what I
started
went after
making
Evil
videos
AJ.
about let's make fun of Phil and how bad he is.
You were
at
talking about
games,
Evil
it
AJ's in the
basically
bushes,
became a
guys.
contest
He's
of
coming out
how
to get
far
me.
you
That's
could
why I
push
need a.
that boundary of negativity
That's why
and toxicity.
I need
for
a
a
gated
person's
community,
game.
guys,
It
because
basically
Evil AJ is
became
gonna be in the
nothing is
bushes.
off limits. We can literally say anything we want about Phil and get away with it and make views and money on it. Oh, by the way, we can actually even make shit up about Phil.
I need to make
and
shit up.
still
It's
make
hilarious
views
what
and
you
money
do.
on it. You see what I'm saying? So eventually what ended up happening, was This Is How You Don't Play was still called This Is How You Don't Play because people wanted to jump onto that popularity bandwagon. They knew that previous This Is How You Don't Play videos had actually gotten very popular, right? And they wanted
reason,
to
'cause it's
continue
funny.
on that wave of popularity and get that attention and money for those videos. But the videos weren't that anymore. They became these really harmful, toxic, nasty things.
They harmed
Now,
me,
how do I
guys,
discern between them,
physically.
right? Like I would say, all right, I could go back and I could watch some of the original This Is How You Don't Plays about me, right?
How do I use rations?
I could do that.
Still my favorite line.
And maybe those would be a little bit more valid. However, I'll be honest with you. I don't think I would ever be able to get permission to do that. Because back in the day, okay, when those guys from Red Super Rye, or whatever the fuck they were called, because I don't even understand who they were or what their
Evil AJ.
back then. They're completely not relevant anymore. When they were doing that active stuff,
Say
and
it.
I made the video about
Say his name. Say Evil
admittedly, I
AJ.
reacted in a bad way. I was like, why are they stealing my content without my permission? No one's ever done this before. No one's taken my gameplay without asking me first and done this kind of a montage style.
Just say
with
Evil
feedback.
AJ.
Asked me and said, hey, we're just going to razz you a little bit. Can we do this? I probably would have said yes, but they didn't ask me. They were the first
They didn't ask me,
people
guys.
who actually had taken the content
They didn't give me a
without my
cut of the
permission
money,
and done this.
guys.
And so, really not understanding what it was, I kind of reacted very
Because he doesn't want to play
poorly
the
it,
video game.
and I actually feel that's some
He's
of
got
the
to go
reason
on for about
why
another 20
those
minutes before you
original
start
This Is How You Don't Play
gameplay.
videos blew up the way they did.
He's got to rant
Kinda
about
like,
this
well,
for
here's a
20
guy who's a
fucking
hotshot
minutes.
video gamer on YouTube, and he's popular, but he's not good. He's just popular because everyone likes to laugh at his misfortunes and how much he rages and sucks at these
And
games.
how much you hate it.
So now someone's
your own
basically making
life.
montages of his content. You don't have to watch the raw videos anymore. Let's go watch them. And I felt like that was taking away from my
Because Evil
viewership and
AJ is
market
like,
share,
eh,
and it was.
I did what I
It
wanted to
actually
do, and
was.
then he
People
backed
were actually
off.
now watching those montage videos as opposed to my videos. You see, it was definitively taking away from the stuff that I was doing. So there's bad blood there because I remember back in the day when those videos essentially got worse, when it started to be more toxic and more insulting, and basically people created this whole hateful memeing community about me. Phil sucks, he's a terrible person, and everything he does is bad, and it's our job to bring him down on the internet. He doesn't deserve any positivity or popularity in his life. Let's destroy him. That's essentially what happened. It became this weird movement, this cultish movement of anti-DSP people. Okay? When that happened, and you went back to the origins of how it started, I kind of said, well, you know, the first people who did it was Red Super Eye. And they never asked me about it. It wasn't, even though I don't feel like the video was mean-spirited, if they had maybe asked me about it and got permission first before they did it, and then we had all agreed to a consensus, yeah, go ahead and do it, then I might have even watched the video and laughed at it. But instead, it was kind of something that blindsided me, and people were like, are you aware someone
I
stole
hit
your
it,
content and made this
guys.
montage that's negative about you? I didn't really understand what it was at the time. And again, it was the first time someone had done something without my permission, and it kind of shocked me. And I had a very bad reaction to those guys. And ever since then, kind of going back and
Bad
saying,
reaction, you're a little bitch, you mean?
yeah, just so you know, this is really the origins of it. These are the guys who are responsible, because if they never made the first video, then maybe This Is How You Don't Play never would have exploded and gotten popular the way that it did, because they were the ones who were kind of like the test group to show that this content could be popular or entertaining. And they basically don't want to live up to the repercussions of what they've done. And what I mean by that is, did they actively choose to take my content without my permission? Yes.
Yes.
Did they actively choose
Make fun of
to
you,
make
and
a
it's
negative
hilarious.
video out of said content and completely ignore the positives and only highlight the negatives? Yes. Okay? Did they actively promote and benefit from said content on the internet? Yes. So those are 3 active things they did that they could have done better, in my opinion. Okay? That maybe if I had been involved in the process wouldn't have resulted in such negativity towards me. But I was never involved.
He's
in the
able to get
process.
his
It
fans
was
to
always
make
just
fan art
shocking,
and fan
blindsided
music. Why
thing.
can't you get them
It
to
was
make
kinda
a
like, oh, well, it's up to you to be mature enough to know how to react
fan
to this.
video?
Well, I wasn't. I was immature. I was stupid. I was younger, way younger than I am now, like by almost 10 years. And I didn't understand what it was, and the content kind of shocked me that someone would just take my shit without asking, and it made me react in a bad way. And it ended up really blowing
That's
up
like the
negatively
8th
for
time
me.
you said that.
Okay?
Do you have
So
anything
what
else
I
to
said
say?
back in the day, and this was like a decade ago, I was like, I really feel like those guys from Red Subaru are responsible for a lot of the negativity that's pushed towards me now, because they're the ones who started it all. If they had gone about it more professionally, then maybe I wouldn't be in the situation I am today. Now, today I look back on that and I say, that's only partially true. Yeah, it's a lot because of the stupid way that I reacted to it. If I just laughed at it, or maybe even started making my own style of that kind of content, it probably wouldn't have blown up the way that it did in a disgusting, toxic way. But to some extent, you have to admit, if they were the originators of said content and the ones who did it first without my permission, they're kind of responsible for at least lighting the little spark that blew into the giant forest fire. You see? They don't believe that at all. They staunchly, over the years, defended themselves, saying that what they did they have no responsibility. They didn't do anything wrong. Everything they did was a transformative work, and they did that for many, many other content creators, and never did any of them ever get any negative repercussions for the things that they did, including SSOHPKC, who's a content creator that's kind of, at that point, we were kind of similar in the style and level of the content that we were putting out. And apparently they did it to him too. And when they did it to him, I guess nothing negative happened. But they do it to me, and then there's an insanely huge toxic movement against me. You know? Well, what was the difference there? Well,
There's
it was
more
Phil's
crying.
reaction, right? To some extent, they're correct. I'm not going to say it's 100% on them. I'm not going to say it's 100% on me. I think it was an actual, absolutely unique situation that resulted in what it did. But the point I'm making here is, there was always bad.
What I'm making is, give me money, guys.
Would not admit
And hell
any
allow me to drag this
responsibility
on
at all. To
even
them, they were
fucking
always like,
farther.
"We
Like,
did
holy shit,
absolutely
DSP.
nothing wrong. We
You've
didn't
been
have to ask for
bitching
any
about the
permission to do
same
anything.
thing
We can do whatever we want with anyone's content.
10 minutes
We basically
now.
just deal with it. By the way, no one else.
Exactly,
knows about
Snipers
Phil,
Lady
so
Man.
Who cares, right?
Yeah.
That was always their attitude. And so over the years, every once in a while, even without me even like talking or mentioning them, that Slow Beef guy says something stupid or nasty about me. All right, I don't even know the guy. I've never seen a piece of his content ever, and I don't talk about the guy, nor do I care. But whenever a topic like this comes up and I'm talking about history, usually I mention
History, you
it, and
being
then
a
all of
little
a sudden he
bitch.
comes out of the woodwork. Oh, here's something negative about Phil that I can say today. All right, whatever. He might even say something negative about this today. Who cares? I don't give a fuck about the guy anymore. But the point I'm making here is, for me to do these videos, I want to get explicit permission from the
So they
people
don't
who made
copyright
the
strike you as
videos
to fuck with you.
to do the content, and here's why. It's easy to argue fair use, but I'm a different case, where if I were to do that, what's to say that they won't just hit me with a flagrant, copyright takedown request? Even if it's not legit, and you can argue, well, that's fair use. Phil's just doing to other people what they did to him at first. What's to stop them from filing a completely superfluous takedown request anyway, just to fuck with me, right? I mean, let's be honest here. These people don't like me, right? It's probably why they made the videos to begin with. All right? So there's nothing to stop them from hitting me with a strike and then me having to clean it up. All right? And I would rather absolutely not deal with a strike on this channel because I don't know what the repercussions of said strike would even be. I don't know how it would affect
No
the
uploading
channel. I don't know
or live streaming for a week.
Features. Like what? I mean, the good news is I have backups. I've basically done my homework. And I've
There'd be no live streaming or uploading on that channel for a week.
Against DSP Gaming. Obviously, I have other YouTube channels that I can use as an emergency backup if I need to go over to KO Gaming and use it for a little bit to do daily streams or whatever. If I need to go over to the King of Hate vlogs and reinstate the channel temporarily just for, you know what I'm saying? I have backups.
Yes, he did, Kevin. He's the one who started it, but now he's bitching about it being used against him after he started it.
I have other ways to distribute my content. This is not, oh God, the whole business comes to a crashing halt. You know, if something happens to DSP Gaming. Thank God that I have those redundancies in place. But still, I'd rather not have that happen. You know what I'm saying? So, unless I could absolutely get an outright permission from someone who created those videos, there's no way that I'd be doing Phil reacts to it. This is how you don't play, because I'm not going to chance it. It's just not worth it. You know what I mean? I got outright permission.
Come on, Evil AG, send me an email. Do it. Watch my Metal Gear Solid video of you screaming, I don't know how to use rations.
So,
be hilarious.
You see what I'm saying? I'm good in that regard, but I can't take that extra level of risk. I just can't do it. It's not worth it to risk the whole business.
Yeah, but he's talking about how he wants to do reaction videos, but I can't, guys. It's too dangerous.
Full beard for the win. He really, 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 really wants me to grow a full beard.
But you can't.
And Darkside
it'd be way too patchy.
I did more research just now. Near you, I hope I'm right. There's a couple different places. One's called LNL Hawaiian Barbecue. It's like a fast foodie version of Hawaiian Barbecue, but it's still good. If not, there's another place called Aloha Grill that has the stuff that I mentioned. Yeah, and you know, there's options. There's definitely options out here, and I will.
That's the thing, Russell. A lot of his detractors used to be fans,
which we don't even
like
know.
Tevin.
Ahead of ourselves.
Tevin used to be a fan. Tevin used to try to help him out. I gave him suggestions, and then DSP's like, "No, I don't care what you say. Ban."
Okay, but yeah,
he's like, "All right, well, if you can be a dick, I'll be a dick back."
$6.72 just to be $6.72.
Me, I only knew about him from the Down the Rabbit Hole video. I was never a fan, thankfully.
Excuse me. Can I play you in a custom match? I'll pick Wings of Redemption, and you can pick whoever. Either way, if not, things like this would be a good way to play custom matches with members. I don't even know how it works. In that regard, I would have to look into it. I'm not going to make promises of something that I don't even know if it works. I really got to do something about hitting this thing on the floor.
Stop waving your arms around like a clown, and that'll stop happening. Just saying.
Thank you for the tip. I Leviathan tipped me $3. And yesterday I had to go to the hospital. It was bad. That sucks. I had an epileptic seizure. I was in danger. I barely made it. What triggered it was Ghostwire Tokyo? Really? He's saying that that game is flashy, and it actually caused him problems. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Don't most video games still have the epileptic seizure warning at the boot screen? I think they do. It's that fine print we all skip and we don't pay attention to, right? So technically, every single game has their ass covered. As long as they put that warning up when the game boots, they literally are covering their own butt, and sadly, there's nothing you can do about it. If you're telling them,
this is how you don't play are fantastic.
You don't think about that, but I think legally they cover their own butts when they put that splash screen up when the game boots.
I think my favorite for the Dark Souls moments was, I finally figured out this game.
Especially a game like that.
Immediately walks off a cliff and dies.
I mean,
immediately.
Anytime when you're doing combat, the whole
immediately walks off a cliff and dies. So he says, I got this game figured out. It's like, oh, that was fucking hilarious. That was perfect.
Graphics and things going on. Even me, to some extent, I get overwhelmed sometimes playing modern games with the amount of shit, the flashiness, the color contrast, and shit that happens on screen.
Because you don't wear your glasses.
Sometimes my eyes bug out. Sometimes it gives me a headache. And I can understand as someone who has a medical condition how risky it can be and how bad it could be. I mean, that's terrible. Losing control of your body, man. Holy shit, I can't even imagine. So I'm sorry to hear that happen. If it really did happen, I wish you the best. And I'd say you got to be careful. You definitely got to be careful about that kind of stuff. Not only playing the games, but watching other people play games. I guess it's an added level of risk, huh? That, most of us don't think about. But yeah, absolutely, it must be there. Okay. That's about it, guys. Let's end the pre-stream. I think we covered quite a lot today. Let's end the pre-stream. And I think today with Elden Ring, I think we've determined our course for today is to head to the capital city, right? I think that is what we should do. And I think that we should see what we can do. All right? And see how far we can get. I don't know how far we'll get in the capital city. I don't know how long it is. I'm sure it's a humongous dungeon area, right? But I think we're going to try it out. All right, guys? So thank you. Great pre-stream podcast today. As I knew when I told you guys it would be open Q&A and discussion, I knew it would kind of go everywhere. And it's fine that it did. And I hope that you guys...
We'll stick around while I go on a break to go to the bathroom. That's not a break.
Thank you for a great podcast. Let's begin. Awesome. All right, everyone. I do have to pee before we start.
Told you.
So let me get this
fucking
going
called
here.
it.
What the heck? That's what I wanted. I got to resize the camera.
Immediately knew this was going to happen.
Boom. That's not it. Try again. Where the frick is it? Is this it? Boop. That's it. I misclicked. I was like, where is it, man? All right. And we got death counter.
Way to be prepared for your stream, dude.
533 deaths so far in the playthrough. All right. Allow me to use the restroom. I'll be right back. And when I come back...
Oh, yeah, that's when they got rid of his Dick Lightning build. He was so pissed about that. Oh, it was legit. He's too stupid to do anything like that on purpose. And I'd be 15 minutes, in fact. Let's start the clock, stopwatch, start. Let's find out how long this break is. Gotta bust out the guides for the capital city since he decided that's where he's going. I'm so surprised he's never had a power outage. He's had internet outages, but I've never heard of his power going out, which is hilarious. Like, how do you go that long without ever having a power outage? Commercials? No, not the commercials. I'm over 8 minutes. I had when I posted that part 8 through 10 of Elden Ring on this channel, there was over 50 commercials added to it by YouTube. And they were all within like the first 3 hours of the gameplay. Once you got through 3 hours, there was not a single commercial afterwards. There was over 50 commercials added. It's like delete, 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 manually delete, manually delete, manually delete, 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 delete. I was like, holy shit, I'm glad I checked because if I had it, how the hell do you put that? Well, I mean, yeah, it's an 11 hours, 32 minutes, and 26 second video. They were all within like the first 3 hours of the video was over 50 ads. Like, no, delete, delete, delete. Yeah, as soon as you break 8 minutes on a video or a live stream, YouTube shows up. Which, alright, monetized, great, whatever. But there's videos and channels and whatever that aren't monetized that still get ads put on them. Which, I mean, smart on YouTube. Like, this guy gets 0%. We get 100% of this ad if anyone clicks on it. So, stuff this channel that doesn't have ads. Like, what's the channel called? Holocaust Remembers. This person interviews Holocaust survivors before they pass away. Alright, well, here's an ad for Tractor Supply Company. In the middle of this guy talking about how, because they didn't have the tractors, they were all melted down for scrap to make new tanks, that they had to do all the farm work. Oh, they said tractor? Put in an ad for Tractor Supply Company. Like, wait, what? How about you don't do that? Oh, he's standing around, but he's not sitting down yet. Still muted?
Shit. I forgot to grab the controller. I sat down before I grabbed the controller. Hold on.
Once again, not prepared at all. So about 3 minute break. Congratulations, DSP.
I have owned my PlayStation 5 since launch. So about a year and a half since it launched. I'm still using the default extremely short USB charge cable for the controller, which means when I charge my controller, it has to sit on the floor in front of the console because it doesn't.
Wow.
Here.
And how many times
Why
have
they
you stepped
decided
on
to
it?
give you an insanely small controller or wire with this thing for your controller, I have no idea. I mean, you want to talk about skimping on something stupid?
Well, then buy another
Cost
cord.
a penny
What I did,
more.
I got let's say it's about 6 foot.
Anyway, Lord Shiogarat tipped $1.50 saying, "Do I worry about my and cat's safety?" I mean, yes, my cat is my wife,
Yeah, it's about
And
6
obviously
foot,
I
maybe
am
7
me,
foot long cable.
and I care about the safety of my family.
That way I can kick
do.
back,
I have
relax
no idea what you're
while
talking
using
about,
it.
though, so thank you for the tip. And with that, we have hit the
Yeah, it's
$50
harder to come out and just
gold
delete.
means It is Gunner
Delete.
Glasses time.
Delete.
Keep in mind, guys, this is the
It wasn't even
only
$20.
stream
It was like
today,
a $10
so I
cable.
really appreciate it if you like my content.
When I went to
help me out. If you
Best Buy to
contribute
get a
this stream,
PlayStation
I'm
5
not here
controller.
later tonight for a late stream because I have to do personal stuff. So all contributions are doubly
Yeah.
appreciated today.
You gotta do personal stuff. Get drunk watching
Slayer says,
WrestleMania.
Are you glad you tried out Ghostwire since most critics criticize the game as boring and repetitive? Do you agree? Is it justifiable? Are there parts of the game that are repetitive? Yes. Are there parts of the game that are original? Yes. As anything, it's really a combination of factors, and really it depends on your own personal taste, whether or not you'll like the game. Personally, I've played many games recently that have a similar formula that don't have half the originality of this game, nor do they have the interesting design.
Sure, you'll love it, Luis.
That this game has.
Is that a new Pokemon
The side stories
Arceus?
of
Looks
the
like a
game are
great
quite
game.
interesting, and what I
Just
really like about it is it ties into Japanese culture, like Japanese spiritualism.
DSP made it look like shit. Like, he makes
That
every
was
game look like shit.
Represented. I don't know how accurately, because obviously I don't live in Japan. I don't know anything about their spiritualism outside of what I've learned from other video games like the Yakuza series, the Lost Judgment or Judgment series, or Neo. Right? To some extent, Neo has taught me a lot about yokai and things like that. So that being said,
Wow, I know about Japan because of
personally, I
video
can't
games,
attest
guys.
to
What a
how
fucking
truthful or
weed.
not truthful, or how accurately represented.
Yeah, it's about to be time to
stuff
dip.
is that we're seeing.
Buddy's hosting.
in
Holla
Ghost
holla,
Tokyo.
Ben Tater
What I can tell you
Shoop.
is, it's interesting and fun compared to other games where it's like, oh, you're in an open world, go kill a bunch of generic troops and take over their bases and do lootathons and that shit. Does the game have a lootathon aspect? Yes. Are you doing a bunch of combat and taking over regions of a map? Yes. But you're doing it against ghosts and yokai and demons.
Shit, now I want to keep going a little bit longer. I'm still waiting for my friend to tell me when to come over for
and the story
pork roast
itself,
and basketball.
overarching everything is kind of interesting, and I like that.
Yeah, the more
A lot
guys
of
the game
people
has, the better he
are
likes it.
arguing
Sadly.
that it's just the same thing over and over, and in some extent they're right. I mean, yes, every video game is something over and over, right? Is it fun though? For me, the loop is fun. I guess for a lot of the reviewers, it wasn't. They found it too boring or repetitive, and for me, I'm liking it so far. Sadly, my viewership is not of the same mindset.
Sure,
as
that's
me.
exactly
A lot
what
of
it's like,
people are not
Kevin.
enjoying it as much as me. What can you say, right? Okay. Swagonito has just hit me $20. Thank you, Swagonito. That was better. I found if the blood lighter, it extends the length of the horn sound. Okay. So, Swagonito has tipped me $20. Says, Chow Phil, have a small tip. The capital has a lot of enemies grouped together. They can jump pretty easily, so I suggest crafting daggers to pull enemies instead of wasting FP. Good luck, dude. Thank you, Swagonito. I guess what we'll do is we'll see what's over there, and if we end up... I do have actual faith build spells that could probably hit large groups of enemies. I guess what you're saying is try daggers to pull rather than using area of effect attack. I have so much shit I've never used in the game. You know what I mean? In fact, don't I even have like weapon arts? Like the weapon art for the spear would be good for a group coming at me. The weapon art for that weapon I'm not using yet. It's the giant club from the Erdtree Avatar. That one has the big butt splash that does an area of effect slam. Maybe some of those would actually be very effectively used. I don't know. Let's get to the capital and make that determination. All right. Thank you for the suggestion.
I mean, technically he hasn't started gameplay yet. We're 2 minutes away from 2 hour
Yes, Lord
pre-stream.
Shiraz, my question was referring to the trolls. Okay. Let's skip that and let's play the game. Awesome. All right, let's get started. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Elden Ring. Now, last time around, I posed an interesting question. I said, ladies and gentlemen, we have now thoroughly explored
Still
the
hasn't started the
Altus
game.
Plateau, right? We basically went through all these various buildings.
Him and I have been
these
playing about
areas.
the
I
same
fought
amount of
the dragon,
time,
Lawrence of
anyways.
Sax or whatever the hell.
Monthly
Lawrence
wise,
Sax.
anyway.
Basically, that we could really do, in the Altus Plateau. So we have a couple options. I could return back.
So he still hasn't got started
and we
gameplay
can
yet.
Investigate
So we're still on
further here.
pre-stream.
I guarantee you there's areas here that I've missed, including there's a catacombs, right? Did I do this yet? Actually, I think I did do the Wyndham Catacombs, but I definitely did not do the Gilmer Hero's Grave. There was also another Hero's Grave that we had discovered over here, the Sainted Hero's Grave. Also, I have multiple access points to the Volcano Manor, including the main entrance hall where I talk to the NPCs. There's also over here the Subterranean Inquisition Chamber, which we teleported to at one point over from Liurnia. So there's all these options, and I was basically asking my audience on the pre-stream today, what do you guys feel
Technically, he hasn't started the gameplay yet.
I should do?
He's just staring at menus. I don't count him
And
staring at
my
menus as part of the
audience
gameplay.
Basically was not in consensus, which is fine. I understand. Everyone has a different opinion. Well, a lot of people are basically saying the following. First of all, this map is absolutely ridiculous. As you can see, there's obviously a lot more content in the game way the fuck over here that I have not accessed yet. Okay? There's a lot coming up. It's crazy. The amount of content this game has, because you thought you were done, and now, like, there's another whole half of the map, right?
3:45.
Right.
It's now officially 2-hour
from what I'm
pre-stream.
to understand,
Zero gameplay for a gameplay stream,
there is
guys.
a quest line in Volcano Manor. That's the quest line with the NPCs that I've talked to. That essentially is an assassination quest line. They want you to kind of go through further areas in the game to perform a series of assassinations. Once you complete that quest line, then you're good to go to do all of Volcano Manor. If I did the whole Volcano Manor quest now, when you get to the end, you basically shut yourself out of a quest line. Alright? Now, I very well could just say, screw the quest line, who cares? Alright? Maybe it's not a big deal, maybe it's not that important. I actually don't know. But, a lot of people are of the impression that I should just reach the capital at this point. Now, I could go to any of these fast travel points. The Divine Bridge, not so much, because that's one where it's a dead end.
You're not wrong, Honk
I can go to
World.
these two that I've already previously gone to from going underground in this area, the Deep Root Depths. However, I feel the best approach to taking on the capital would be a direct approach. There's many different ways you can enter. If you can see, there's an alternate way up here.
You're already in
But I
there.
think the very first thing that we should do is start at the beginning. Where's the beginning? It's obviously this giant bridge leading to the capital. So I feel we should go over here.
How
and
the
we
hell
should
did you
approach
miss the map?
from
Like, the
beginning.
map is on your way
Let's
inside
go
the building.
straight towards the capital. All right. And let's see what we're gonna do now.
Still in
It looks
menus.
to me like if we go down this bridge, eventually we'll get the map, which should help tremendously, and then we can figure out how further to attack it. But that's what I'm thinking, is we should just go straight through this bridge and see where it leads and go from there. Okay? That's what I really want to do today. Will I eventually go back and do the Volcano Manor? Yes. I'm not skipping it. It's just there's no real order to doing things that makes sense. It's just however you feel like doing it. So I absolutely...
Oh, Chess telling him that's not how you
We'll do it eventually, but people want to see the... Shout out to Naginta, who has tipped me $30 and says, do you ever get tired of being called white boy by famous
I hate
black
this
African
idiot.
celebrities?
Come on, man.
Do
Do you want to play the fucking game?
Or do you think he was reinforcing stereotypes? Do you like Junior Mints?
Cannot imagine taking a road trip. First of all, he had to have the windows rolled down the whole time because he smells because he doesn't shower.
Thank you for the tip. It's the biggest tip of the day, by the way. $30. Thank you, Naginta. Where's the horn? That was the best blow so far. That gets us up to $100 in tips. And that means
It's hat time, guys.
it is time for a hat.
20
let's
minutes
do
from
the
now.
poll for the hat that I'll be wearing for today's Elden Ring stream.
Come on, Nazi hat. Come on, Nazi hat.
So, which hat is capital city best? Would it be the cowboy hat? Would it be
Nazi
the
hat.
pilot hat?
Oh,
Would it
pilot's hat's gonna be an option.
The real life Dumas
Go over there and vote for pilot,
helmet?
aka
Or
Nazi.
Would it be the Viking hat? There you go. 4 options.
Come on, guys. Vote for the Nazi hat.
Enjoy selecting. Thank you for voting, everybody. Thank you for your support already just starting. I appreciate the level of support we already got today. Being that this is my one and only
3 hours
stream
and
of the day.
2 hours and 4 minutes into gameplay.
That is absolutely
stream.
disgusting.
You finally get some
I'm
gameplay.
very sorry, everybody. Now, it looks to me like there's something to the right.
Oh, wait, nope.
Perhaps an optional boss over here. So let's head towards the city and let's find out, right? Let's do it. We'll head over here, we'll explore. We'll head right up the main area and we'll explore. Let's just explore. Obviously, that's not a way to go. But it looks like there may be one of those ever jails over here with a boss fight. Or maybe it's something else. I don't know.
Uh-oh, I think that might be my internet.
Look at these idiots. They're mining a bunch of junk over here, see? Who's
I
that?
thought you were
This
going to
guy
get right to the
speeding over
Capitol, but now you're
cars.
avoiding the
What
Capitol.
the hell is this? I don't know, but I'm gonna fucking rear end him right here. Ready?
Hey, DJ Runo.
T-pose this, you son of a bitch. Oh, it's another falling star beast? What the shit?
Wow, way to
A
fake your
second falling
surprise.
star beast. What the hell? I wasn't
Way to
expecting
fake your
this at all.
surprise, DSP. I wasn't expecting this at all. Bull fucking shit.
Wow,
Uh-huh.
is it exactly the same as the other one?
Wow, that
It's
was so
small.
fake. I've had women fake their orgasms better than that, DSP. John
smaller
Rambo.
version.
Yeah, this is not the full-grown falling star beast, so it should be easy to beat. Good charge one more time. Still hit him. Haha, suck it. Get him. Punch him in the throat, in the throat. Punch him in the throat, in the throat. Ah, missed. We're rooting for you, Falling Star Beast. Ah. Nope, that's his entire game strategy, this entire game. Hold into him!
Still hit me.
Why are you rolling into him?
Wanna
He
get him
just
back
rolled
for
into
you?
him twice
Probably easy
instead of
to
rolling
fight.
away. Ah! Like, those are the easiest attacks
I
to
can't
miss, and you
dodge it at all. It never dodges.
Get him, Falling Star Beast. Be the MVP of this stream. Nope. Looks like he's gonna get out of this. Damn it.
Okay.
Damn.
Easier than the other one. Still hits for a ton of damage, but definitely easier than the other one that we fought over in Mount Gelmer. We got a Somber Smoothing Stone 5, 5 Smoothing Stone 6s, and a bunch of Gravity Stone fans. Okay. It was basically impossible to tell what it was going to be because the map didn't populate over here. So you didn't know what that fight was going to be.
Well, you did because you watched a
God's
guide or a
gracious,
video.
Destroying the Earth with a recyclable. This isn't how eco-friendliness works at all. Eh? What do you mean? Because I'm fighting with a wooden spear? This freaking Erd.
Alright, he's boring the shit out of me, so I'm gonna get going. Gotta say hada hada for the dada dada membership, bentatorship. And say thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you were smart and hit that like button. Wink wink. Oh god, that was terrible. Yeah, he's more entertaining when he's losing. Oh wait, he might lose this fight. It's two of the tree sentinels at the same time.
Just hit him with a bunch of spells to reduce all his health. Yeah.
Wait a minute. 2 tree spirit sentinel guys. Oh, he's going for the dick lightning. Oh, did he seriously watch a guy to tell him where to stand and hit these guys all getting hit back? He did, didn't he? He so watched a guide to how to cheese this. He watched a guide on how to cheese these guys. Are you kidding me?
Oh, shit. He can block magic.
Oh, that's
We
cool.
didn't know that from the beginning of the game because I didn't have magic at the beginning.
He is so cheesing this. He's so good at how to cheese these guys. It's supposed to go up, dude. In fact, let's see how many thumbs up I got. Currently have
Oh, shit.
32 likes. Holla holla for the likes. That's just way to go on blatantly watching a guy on how to cheese these guys.
Now I'm out. So now I actually legit have to hit him. Son of a bitch. Damn, that worked. It hit them both. Did you see that? It hit them both. Don't I have an FP up item? I do.
He really thinks this looks good for him. He really thinks that cheesing a boss fight like this blatantly
Man,
is a
that
good look for
rad.
him.
That takes forever, but it's working. Fuck, he dodged it.
Oh yeah, that's going straight into it. This is how you don't play.
It's still working though.
Uh-oh.
Got him! Oh my god, this is so cheap, but it works.
Of course you know it works. This is what the guy
The
told you to
shield's
do.
dead. Damn, this one takes way more damage. I think the FP recovery ran out. I gotta use one more. Well, this is some cheap shit, but it works.
Yes, it is.
Fuck
Very cheap and cheesy.
it. For this.
God, his chat is not having it with all the cheese emotes.
Wow. No, it gave me 20,000. You had to kill both. Well, that's a hell of a way to fight a boss.
Way to cheese
Earned 2
it.
Great Shield and the Hero's Rune 1. I've never gotten a Hero's Rune before. So fuck them. That was pretty fucking easy if you knew what you were doing, and I just got insano lucky. Yeah, see? It's exactly what you're supposed to do. This guy recommended Scarlet Rot. Did you read that? He recommended that you actually kill them with Rot over time. Huh. Well, that's one way to fucking do it. Use your resources to persevere. That's exactly what I fucking just did. I absolutely did the smart thing there and didn't fuck with them. By taking them on head up. Instead, I rocked them with the distance. They couldn't do shit. Alright, well, that's easy enough.
The owl
right?
says that
I
was
don't know.
cheese. Cheese.
The map, it claims, is straight ahead. You think I could just go through the gate and grab the map just to see where I am?
Wait, no. I gotta find cheese emote, damn it.
Anything over here? I mean, there very well could be. I can't see anything. It's too dark. There's poison over there.
Why
Like
do I
a
not see any
poison
cheese
plant.
in the emote slot?
Alright. I definitely want
There
the
it
map.
is.
Okay.
The owl says
That's
cheese.
exactly right.
Cheese.
People are making fun of me saying, "Oh, you
Cheese.
cheesed it," but others are saying, well, it's kind of like how they intended it. Why else would they have put platforms to the edges so that they fucking can't hit you? That's exactly right. Why do you think those are there? To fucking show? No. FromSoft knows what they were doing. If you're smart, you're going to stand at a range they can't hit you, and you're going to fucking do that. That's exactly how they intended you to do that fight. Could you fight them head up? Yes. Good luck fighting two of them at fucking once. Seriously. Alright, look what we got here. All in one go. It appears we have the map, a golden seed, and
Two of them.
our very
There's
first
two golden seeds. How can you not see that?
point of grace.
How do you not see that there's two? I left when
Golden
it picks
seed.
up one.
A second golden seed. A double reward. The map. Let's take a look. What do we have? Oh, my lord. Well, I think we know where the Erd Tree is now. Right? Holy crap. In addition, we can now see a lot more of the main map.
Okay, now he's gonna
That
blow the
is
shit out of me.
interesting.
I can't
Yes,
believe
that
he
sure
cheesed
is
that
interesting.
fight that badly. Man, that was just the cheesiest thing I've ever seen. All I can taste is the mozzarella. And yes, we're up to 36 likes. Holla holla. Well, that, guys, I think I'm gonna let you go now. Sorry. I know I said that already, but I think I gotta do it now. Buddy wants to go start the pork roast and all that, so I'm gonna head over to my buddy's house and watch some basketball and eat some good food. Yes, thank you guys for watching. As always, like, subscribe, comment down below, enjoy your weekend, and have one hell of a day. Hit that a little too soon.